trend across social media, especially for Twitter for inside Nigeria. And I know say you wonder why APC and ADC they trend. Well, Nigerians they blast APC and ADC. Say, wait a minute. Oh, now don't forget about the failure of President Tinubu administration. And I don't forget about the insecurity where they ravaged the country. And I don't forget about the hardship, the economic crunch. Waiting both the APC and the ADC they focused on now on a smear campaign about Peter Obi. This now waiting people they talk, no be me talk. And now waiting they go on for the streets of social media. If you remember, the IMF I tell on yesterday come one and say, the loan where be so that they take from Abu Dhabi. Mekon not try that loan, no, that loan it go cripple on our economy. In fact, people now noted that hey, we were praising the Nigerians a foreign reserve. That foreign reserve don't they do well? The presidency they praise and now people don't they say they praise foreign reserve where it be say if it be for another purpose. Guess what? That foreign reserve also tied to waiting it be say would they use take this Abu Dhabi loan. And people don't they talk so you see. So that means the government no they just do things to better or pump money into particular area to better the lot of the people. It is actually because they get motive or things where it be say they won't use them. Do that now waiting it be say people they talk about. But beyond all of this, waiting it be say be the real politics. Why it be say both the opposition will be the ADC and the ruling party go focus on one. Now there is a PRP. There are other parties. There is a court party and all that. The SDP. Why everybody focus on NDC and P2B? Every other political party get primaries. Almost all the political parties primaries they in dispute as I talk to you today, including that of the SDP. Their primaries they in dispute. Why it be say people know they focus attention on the dispute for all these political parties primaries? Why the attention they only for inside the NDC and its primaries? But the good thing is, so we hear say there is a move by the NDC already to make good for some of these things. So it be say don't happen. Well, all of this and more issues now go bring come here remotely for inside updates with Precious, and we get guests will go join us to put man for inside the talk. I sure say you don't see the receipts them where it be say Kenneth Okonkwo don't bring forward, where it be say that the conversation between him and Obunike man where show say or prove the fact say true now waiting make it call Peter Obi fraud. Say Peter Obi the lead a fraudulent enterprise. And now so you go use defraud Nigeria if they make him president. This one as it gets to do with the 5 billion naira lawsuit threats where they slam for your head. And he don't double dance. He no go ever apologize because waiting in talk not true. Based on waiting Mr. Obuneki tell him. Well, all of this issue and more now be so good to touch lights this evening after the break when they come back with our guests. Good evening, Nigerians. Welcome to This is Precious. Another beautiful day to bring on an update of all the things with the share for inside Nigeria. Make a note for waste time before I go bring on an update of all the things with the share later. But make I just go straight to our guests. Make a look at the things and where they happen because before the primaries, even before Peter Obi left ADC, Benjamin was here to tell us some things about it. And then when he left and the primaries were in dispute, he was here too. So let's quickly invite Benjamin, make he come tell us some things and where he be say they happen. Waiting it be say be the plan of the political party to calm the nerves and people then with the vex because of the outcome of the primaries election. That's not part of waiting it be so good discuss because there's a lot that he had to say concerning the outcome. Well, for somewhere for inside the news, we hear say they don't set up a panel to use torchlight waiting they happen and to a dispute panel, dispute resolution panel to use softening ground, to use talk to people and calm their nerves and correct. And we also get some former governors and all that kind of people waiting for inside this panel will be say then set up already. So we could look at how this panel then will use fit handle the matter. But while we wait for Benjamin to join us very quickly, make a tell on some things that happen for inside Nigeria very quickly. Breaking panic at National Assembly as fire breaks out moment after Senate screening. So yes, we hear say the National Assembly today, Wednesday, was thrown into panic following a fire outbreak for inside the Senate wing of the complex. And the thing caused a lot of chaos. Peter Obi never told me to pay 10 million naira. Ohaibu Obunike don't tell, say he dismiss Kenneth Okonkwo allegation. This one, as still as this matter, see the struggle. The Gochinyere loses minority leader bid in House of Reps. But Meko just quickly invite Benjamin. Meko face this matter very squarely. Benjamin, good evening and thank you so much for joining us. I know that I am such a pain in the neck disturbing you. So let's get straight to the conversation. First of all, what is the NDC? I mean, you're a chieftain of the NDC, you're a member of the NDC, especially in Delta State. What is the NDC doing to um, settle and reconcile people who are aggrieved over the primaries, which has caused a lot of trouble now? I'm sure you've seen the kind of problem that it's caused. People calling Peter Obi a criminal, and the fact that he runs a criminal enterprise, and how he will use that same way to criminalize, legalize criminalization, and cause, in fact, steal from Nigerians a lot of abuse. You don't see what's going on between Kenneth Okonkwo and one Obunike, on a party member we no get tickets. We go sell out to Kenneth Okonkwo. Let's take your reaction to the question, sir.
Precious, thank you for having me. Otherwise, I don't even want to reduce myself to even answer somebody like Kenneth Okonkwo.
To answer Kenneth Okonkwo na reduce?
No. He's just an actor who is looking for, he's just distracting people. But he's just playing his role. But let me tell you one thing. NDC have set up a reconciliation committee. It's headed by former senators, former governors of, I think former governors of Akwa. I don't really know, but one of the former, I don't want to give a wrong name or something.
Okay.
But as of yesterday, they have set up a reconciliation panel. And in every zone of the country, they have 2 leaders attached to every zone.
Okay.
For discussion to see how everybody can come together. You understand? Okay. But I want to tell you something. Some of these things that is happening is not new. Some people have been sent by APC to just perpetuate this. And when the party find out that some of them are working for APC, they quickly flush them out.
Are you saying that that's the case of Obunike man, the man who's causing this issue?
Absolutely is one of them.
Because a lot of people don't track in record from when Ibisi been there, and when Peter Obi be governor, how he never supported Peter Obi, how he was one of Peter Obi's strongest critics and never said anything good about him. So you think that that's the reason why he did what he did?
This whole thing between him and Kenneth Okonkwo was just stage managed. It was the plan. They forward to this, they forward as evidence. You understand? But that evidence has no weight. But I want to make one thing very clear. Why is Nigeria living attention, living Tinubu and living on? Why is everybody attentions on Peter Obi? Let me tell you, since Peter Obi left NDC, have you heard anything about ADC?
We heard about their primaries now. Yes, we heard
no.
About
have you the way ADC has always been on the headline and the Bayo Nonuga and everybody? How many times have they attacked ADC? But now the man left. You see. Sometimes, let me tell you, Precious. I want to ask you, if these people be like the way they are. Everybody is carrying him on the mouth and want to talk about Peter Obi. If this man has any criminal record, I will tell you that what they did to Malami will just be like a small ball game. I will tell you that this present government would have done everything humanly possible to persecute him. But go and look at his record. See, I want to tell you something. Peter Obi, forget that he said he doesn't give shishi and he doesn't give anything. He's richer than some of this. He's richer than Atiku. I want to tell you that now. Because I know Peter Obi very well.
Long ago. Are you serious? Peter Obi richer than Atiku?
Peter Obi very well. Peter Obi is richer than Atiku Abubakar. Go to any African country. We have 57 and 52 African countries. There is no country that Peter Obi is not a kind of a supplier to a particular thing in that country. So forget this is somebody. I'm not trying to tell you to defend. Forget whatever that thing. Peter Obi just decide to live a very moderate life, not because he doesn't have the money. Okay, I want to ask you, Precious, one thing. That they send money or they did not send money. Did they send that money to P2B's private account?
The evidence does not show that it's
No.
P2B's account, but the evidence shows that indeed there was a conversation between
No.
sir.
Where did he pay the money to?
Let me post it. Let me post the details so that Nigerians can react and see for themselves. Obviously not a P2B account, just like you have
Fine.
noted.
Perfect. Now, I want to tell you something again. Do you remember that NDC is a new party?
Yes, I do.
Okay, now, do you know what it takes to run a political party? And if you are going into election and they said, can you help us? Can you raise funds for us so that we have something? Is it a crime? Donation, is it a crime? And let me tell you why they did not even want to give, because they noticed that this was the hand of APC. This guy was sent by APC. This guy was sent to do this job. That is what he was sent to do.
So clearly the account that this money was paid to was an NDC account, a Nigerian Democratic Congress account.
Perfect.
So why do you think this man would now accuse Peter Obi of being part of those who defrauded him, and then go straight ahead to ensure that he sends the necessary details to a Kenneth Okonkwo, who's now doubling down on his accusation and saying that he will even, in fact, he even went as far to say that he will expose Peter Obi based on the things he knew about him when he was the spokesperson.
Kenneth Okonkwo simply requested unnecessary money from Peter Obi, and Peter Obi refused. That is his anger.
A guest had once said that he requested rent from him. So you believe waiting our guest talk, say na true, say he requests money from a man, give him.
He requested, you see, this man is rich, but this man is very careful of every penny he spends. Peter Obi is a rich man, oh. It's not like some people who made money in politics. He never made any money in politics.
Okay, so okay, go ahead.
And I can tell you, you see, there was something that went wrong when Anambra election was going on, the governorship election. And the agreement was that I will leave you to do second tenure, but you will help me to fight this guy. And that is what is playing out now.
Oh, so are you saying that the president had an agreement with Soludo?
You understand?
That he would give him second tenure, but he must help him fight Peter Obi.
So why do you think that APC governorship candidate is still angry with APC today?
I don't understand. That's APC. Oh, the governorship candidate in Anambra State.
In Anambra State.
Oh, wow.
Because why did the federal might not support me to get? Why is the federal might not interested in getting Anambra State? So this thing, they are playing their script. I beg Nigerians, they should not be distracted. They should focus on the ruling party who is giving us problem, who want to lead Nigeria into abject poverty.
Okay, but as a party, what's your they do to use straighten all this narrative? Even the person want to just employ as on a spokesperson for the party self. Now, person will be say they against P2B once upon a time too. And on a people don't they talk say they don't want that person because especially Obedient said they don't want because this same person had criticized P2B severely and accused P2B of things he did not do in the past. And that's the person that the NDC is employing to be the spokesperson of the party. So
you see, let me tell you, there's one thing about P2B. If I tell you that this primary that happened, that P2B don't want to even be, you see, like the way Kwankwaso submitted a list, P2B never submitted any list. Do you know why? If P2B had submitted any list, that would have been the topic of the day. That he came into NDC, he wants to hijack everything. P2B was very grateful that the party gave him ticket, but he said, do what you want. He was so, but if they invite him, we are done. P2B is only working on reports. He's not even a main person. Okay, do you think that if P2B was like a a major player in this primary, do you think somebody like Aisha will lose the election? Do you think that many of his personal people will lose primaries? But he said, whatever you people decide, I will not teach you your work. Do what you want to do. And let me tell you, there is no way this primary there is no way that they will conduct this primary that they will not be rancor, because they want to see what they are going to rob him with.
So Benjamin, you said a couple of things. You said that it is normal for political parties to demand finance from party members or people who want to contest. Are you sure that every other party do the same thing?
It's not a crime. I can tell you. Let me tell you, even the country where I am, the political party I belong to still request money from me, first world country, and I pay. Donation, they still request donation from me and I pay.
So why do you think that this issue of the NDC demanding money from its aspirants became a lot of problem?
And the guy who paid 10 million, if when they had asked him, he said, I don't have that money, I don't think that nobody would tell him that you must pay. Do you know that even in my own political party here, we do as far as low as $5. $5 to $1 million. Elon Musk, how much did he give to Donald Trump? No, I'm asking you.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Now, I want to bring it down. All the donation Ato Ezukpo has given to different political parties who have said that. So what is crime if a political, because you can't run a party without money. And this is not a ruling party. They don't have governor. They don't have any major person to sponsor the party. Will the party not pay for his secretariat? Will the party not fund his campaign? Will the party not do a kind of everything that the party do, meetings and everything? How do they get money to fund it? So now, if you want to open a business and you don't have money, what do you do? I'm asking you.
So if you've said that it is not a crime for political parties to seek funds from its members, why then is this Kenneth Okonkwo's revelation a big deal? And why narrow the finances around Peter Obi? What do you think is going on?
You know, let me tell you, as Nigerians, we are only eager. I think at this point, Nigerians should not be able to be looking at, as Nigerians, I think because it's a country whereby people don't have jobs. The economic system is very hard. Some people are very idle. And anything that comes online, they want to pick on it. You see, normally if it's a place where everybody is busy, I don't think that this thing of Kenneth Okonkwo should not even be attended. Nobody should look at it. You understand? You see, I see yesterday everywhere, day before yesterday, Kwankwaso threatened to leave ADC. Kwankwaso threatened. It's like everywhere. I think at this point is that Nigerians should be looking at two things. How is INEC going to be fair with them? How are we going to do so that even if we vote, our vote will even count?
As we speak currently, Nigerians are crying that INEC is deliberately deleting their registration and they cannot access their profile in INEC again, in INEC portal again. So that's a major issue. And then the ongoing registration with INEC or CVR registration, some people say you go see a crowd of 50, 30 people. INEC will just attend to 5 or 6, say they don't get network. By the time you know now, the deadline for registration will end. A lot of Nigerians will be able to contest. So why are political parties not focusing on those issues?
I want to ask you something. The ADC, do people not donate money to ADC? I was once a member of ADC.
Did you donate to ADC? You were
Yes.
asked for funds.
I was asked for fund. How were we able to raise the state secretariat in Asaba? We were asked for fund, even up to ward level. Is it Peter Obi that was actually not there? Was Kenneth Okonkwo not in that party then? So why is this one different now? Because it's Peter Obi.
I think because people expect a very high moral standard from Peter Obi, and they think that they want him to perhaps be a saint. And if there is any reason why he falls short of that
I want
expectation,
to
it's a
ask you
problem.
something.
Let me quickly tell Nigerians that phone lines are open so that we can quickly trash in on this conversation. I know a lot of people are. I can't wait to jump in on this conversation as it is. Please do well to call in 0817. No, don't call in. Just follow the link and join the conversation. Don't call the WhatsApp line, please. My staff are already working with the WhatsApp line, so you may not be able to take your calls. We may not be able to take your calls, so just kindly join via the link and come in. Let's take your view on this conversation. So go ahead. You said what?
So you see, let me tell you, even in that party, ADC, when Peter Obi was there, we were able to donate money even in the state. And why? Let me tell you. I bought ADC cap, 15,000 ADC cap with my money. 15,000. I printed 22,000 shirts of ADC. So was I contesting for any election? And this request, was it Peter Obi who made the request personally?
So that is what I'm trying to say now. See what's in the guy talk, because it be like say what's in the guy they argue. Like, see his message with Kenneth Okonkwo here. You can see what his response were from his message with Kenneth Okonkwo. Let me see if I can read that out very quickly. So you see what he said, where he said, I am Obunike Ohaibu, aspirant for Nnewi North, Nnewi South, Ekusigo Federal Constituency. I am saying that I was scammed and the party blames Peter Obi. Will send a message when I get home. But he denied that he did not reach out to Kenneth Okonkwo personally. He actually said that it was a broadcast message. Kenneth had to reveal this now to show that indeed it was not just a broadcast message. Oh dear. I think I lost Benjamin. Let's see if he's rejoined us and bring him back. Benjamin, are you there? Can you hear me? Hello, Benjamin. Okay, so I don't know if Benjamin has rejoined us. But at the meantime, while we wait for Benjamin to rejoin us, let me quickly invite everyone to join the conversation very quickly. There's no time. I think his network just booted him out. Okay, good evening, T.Y. Danjuma. Welcome. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. The party is up. So we don't see all the drama where BC play out for inside this conversation. Let me take your thoughts one at a time, please.
Hello, Precious. Good evening.
Thank you so much, MC. Welcome. Go ahead, please, and welcome.
Yeah. Okay then. Well, you can see now. I'm happy. My greatest joy now is that leaving the body in Yash, not the blue wide open. So I'm so happy for the decision Peter Obi finally take. As man, see how he go take escape for the 5 billion naira suit. How he go fit escape. So after this one, I take him out. He go shut up him out. He go enter his house because this. If you not see evidence, bring.
MC, I know they hear you well.
When you see when I analyze all the letters, that guy not be say go cause this one be Joko. He go prison. No. Except he goes start to the beg. He go retract all those things.
Did you hear his double down? He's not relenting. No. He said, make I show you messages. I just don't want to amplify, whistling.
Precious, and he
still keeps calling Peter Obi a fraud. That Peter Obi is a fraud. That if Peter Obi even dares to go to court, that he will expose private things that happen when Peter Obi was when he was P2B spokesperson. So I mean, there may be a lot that he knows that he wants to talk about, and that's
He
very
not know anything.
troubling.
He not, you see, he not know anything. You know what they beat her. You know where that guy problem starts because he not fit get position for inside Labour Party. That guy is part of the problem wey destroy Labour Party. Let's start saying the truth. That guy is part of the problem that destroyed Labour Party because he was. If you not really watch when that trouble starts, because he dey fight for position for inside Labour Party. He was also looking for a position there. When he not come get all those things, because he was expecting Peter Obi go use the influence to try to put up for inside one of those positions for inside the Labour Party. But Peter Obi not be that kind of person. So a lot of things they will just they make that guy they cry. So this is not just the beginning. He go make noise. You go say just now. You in the coming days, not worry. You go say he go start to the beg. He go start to the beg. If once the team don't enter court just now, they go shut him up for. They go shut him up. You know if he cough again. The guy is just that. The truth of the matter is the guy is just is a pure blackmailer. So because that
So if
waiting person
indeed he has a conversation of P2B or anything he wants to blackmail with P2B with, what does that tell about him? That you walk to someone and you deliberately say things about that person to use against the person in future. Do you
that
think
make me
that
tell you.
Atiku would in any way even value him if he does that?
Atiku no value him. Atiku no value him. Atiku no. I tell you, we talk some things the other day. Say Atiku already they push him outside. Don't be Atiku. What you see, Atiku na see on that smart person. You not go want that kind of person make it. If you don't know what they happen now, eh? In the middle now, in the middle, he not fit go Atiku side now. He not fit go Peter Obi. Be like person will be say he for straight. He not know he left from his right anymore. That if you see him, that now frustration they worry that guy. Now the guy not do okay again.
You
His
did drive. Are
reputation
you on
has
the
been
road?
destroyed.
Your line is sounding very muffled up. Are you like there's some sort of air on your line?
Hello.
I can hear you, but if you're on the road, then you need to
Yes.
park
So
so that we can hear you better. But let me re-invite
oh,
Benjamin. So Benjamin, which lesson as a political party you don't learn from all this drama we did go on now? Please help me mute yourself, MC.
You
What
see,
lesson
okay.
have you guys learned from this?
you see, Precious. At this time, you see, the lesson is this. The mind, you see, politics is one thing that is so dangerous game to play. You understand? Because when you come and I'm having discussion with you as a politician, I can only work with what you tell me. I don't know what is in your mind. You understand? I don't know. I can tell you that even NDC, there are some more they even gave they gave tickets, but they don't know. You see, is a very difficult situation, especially when you are in a country whereby it's economically is hard. Kenneth Okonkwo now, if Kenneth Okonkwo now see $300,000, he can say anything. You understand what I'm saying? And they are just
But the important thing is that what lesson have you guys as a political party learned from this? So that whatever you do in the future, you would be as discreet and as disciplined as possible. Because again, if you guys had conducted your primaries with all sincerity and following the electoral
Precious,
act
you will not
letter,
you will
wouldn't
not
have had this
understand the
issue.
headache. You will not understand the headache this primary gave. Let me tell you, there is no way this thing that is happening now can be prevented. There is no way. And I can tell you that. And that is why I told you, you see this primary, Peter Obi never brought one candidate. He was not part of it.
But is that even fair if he does not bring a candidate? Because there are people who are saying that how would he ensure his own people are in the game if he refused to bring his people up?
They will tell you see, they will change it. They will say that he has come into the party to hijack the party from Diskin, from Sareke Diskin. You know, I told you before, I said Peter Obi is richer than Atiku Abubakar. Forget those things.
That one when you talk, they're like Lamba. Nigerians they say, how can Peter Obi be richer than Atiku? You know,
don't know this man.
Long now.
Peter Obi is a rich guy, you. You see, let me tell you. Oh God. See, whether it's rich or that is not, but there are some certain things we will talk about and I will tell you, forget what he's saying. See, there is nothing Peter Obi want to fund that he cannot fund. But he just doesn't believe in that. If Peter Obi want to give bribe, Atiku will not see his back.
Let phone lines are. Oh yeah, everybody. Mona ask if when I get contribution or I get questions for Benjamin. Let's just go ahead. Especially if you have questions for him, I'd rather you ask him very quickly so that I can release
Okay.
him.
So, Benjamin, nice to see you again.
Yeah, I think the lesson is this. I will even advise the party, any approach they are using, they should make it publicly so that people will see it before time.
Okay.
But I can tell you, let them be like a streamlined guideline that if we are doing this, this is the approach we are using, and let them stick to that approach. And if they want to come, like I tell you, even here that I am, I donate to my party. There is nothing wrong donating to a political party. Okay, I can tell. Okay, last election, Donald Trump was selling Bible to raise money for himself for election in America. This guy has not even gotten up to that. Have you ever seen Peter Obi launch book? If he launch book now, they said he wants to scam people. But some of them are launching book, we just write biography, copy it, and go to, you read that book, you will not understand anything from the beginning to the end. And people will go there and donate billions and billions. Have anybody spoken about that? Are they not politicians? So I'm open.
All right. Okay.
Can I come in?
MC,
yes.
Go ahead.
Okay.
MJ,
you know
I
what?
You have a question too. So once you finish, MJ goes ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
You know what? Yeah, I find it so. I try to understand this whole thing. That is why we keep saying that Nigeria has a long way to go regarding all these things and all that. Because normally parties like this, people donate. If you donate, you want to volunteer do voluntary work for the party, campaign for the party. It's for the betterment of the country, not for your personal gain, not for waiting for someone to come and pay you for you to campaign for the person. Because that's why that's why I keep saying that country need total reset. They need to declare an emergency education, both the young and the old.
Sir. I thought you said you had a question. So that
I have a question. I just want to say, drop that first before I go to my question. Both the young and the old, they need to declare an emergency education for every one of them, because total training is needed for the country. Because the people behave as if they got no brain. Sorry, not all the people, but some of them.
Well
so that's for that. So
me, I don't collect straight bullet, Abi.
You don't collect. So my question to you, Mr. Benjamin, be this. Now this whole thing now is not coming out now. The whole thing now is not coming out now. What would be your advice now to the party going forward, that this kind of strange fellow, like in terms of vetting them before coming in, at least knowing where they stand? Because I believe they should have an ideology that would drive, when we say ideology now, we need, a party will say, okay, now this is what I will do for the country. This is what I want to do for the country. This will be my country. This will be our contribution to the country. This is what we will do, how to move the country forward. And people will stick to that ideology to make sure they deliver for the country. What would be your advice to the party?
Well, my advice is this. Let the party have a template. And that template, they should make it public, so that before coming in, you look at that template, the rules, the regulation, and let the party too follow the template, not giving people templates and they will be doing something different. You understand? But let me tell you, you see, respecting rules and regulation in Nigeria is very difficult. It's very difficult. I have dealt with a lot of some of our Nigerians who will come over here. I will tell you, the first year, they will always believe in cutting corner. I will tell them there is no way you cut corner in this whole thing. Even an average, a professor from Nigeria who lived all his life in Nigeria believes in shortcuts. So you see, Nigerians respecting rules and regulation is difficult. You may put it there. How many people are going to work with it? Fine, that is second.
Okay.
First, second, NDC, let us believe that they are just new. They are just, everybody is just learning. They are just trying to put their house together. After election, I want them to do like something like a postmortem, look at where they are, what they have achieved, what the challenges before them, and come up with a template or a manifesto on how NDC should be run. An ideology, if you believe in this ideology, like now, you see, if you are in America, if you are a Democrat, you know their ideologies, you know what they believe in. Even sometimes, whether it comes out that way sometimes or not, or let's leave that. If you're a Republican, we know where you belong. You know, something like that.
Okay. Let me put this question to you again.
Yeah.
Again, because one thing I've noticed now, yeah, you could see the current administration now with all the blunders.
MC, you go
This
try cut short, make others try ask question now
Yeah,
here
sure, sure.
because there are lots of people in the
Yeah,
panel,
I
please.
will after this question, I will pause for others to ask before I will ask later again. So what I'm trying to say is that with this current administration now, with all the blunders they've committed, you're getting my point. The policies are bad. The policies they've introduced, which has damaged that country, all the blunders. So why is it that the oppositions are not talking about those things? They are not attacking the current administration regarding its policies. It looks as if instead of them doing that, why are they attacking Peter Obi? Peter Obi is not the president. He's not the one in charge of the country. They left the things they were supposed to be doing, tackling the current administration regarding policies and every other thing. Why are they doing that? Why are they not focusing on those things that will better Nigerians? Why?
All right, thank you. MC, your audio is still very bad. I don't know why. Your audio is still very bad. But Benjamin, let me let you react so that MJ would go ahead.
Well, you see, there is an adage our people use. They said, the bird that they use for sacrifice, it fly very high. You see, they know that almost Nigerians' hopes lies on Peter Obi. So they know that Peter Obi is their problem. He's the only opposition they have. Peter Obi is the only person they feel that there is nothing they are going to see to indict this man with. See, I want to challenge your sitting president to come and say anything negative about Obi just for 5 minutes. He can't. He will not find any. You know, there was a question of Rufai asked this Arab Ambi, these guys in Labour Party. And Rufai asked him and said, you said Peter Obi is fraudulent. But no criminal charges has laid against him. Why? He said, no, that is not the case. He said, but because if you say somebody is corrupt, he's fraudulent, you'll be able to prove it in the law court. Right? So they are looking for him because that is the only person Nigerians hope. Everybody, both big and small, old and young, is talking about Peter Obi. So that is why they are looking for everything, all propaganda and everything to bring him down. But I can tell you, some Nigerians don't even listen to this one. You understand? But some who they want, like now, I'm discussing this because I'm not going to work today. Because I'm free.
Yeah.
If I have something better to do, I will not come and discuss Kenneth Okonkwo. That's my answer.
All right, so MJ, let's have you. Go ahead, please.
Yes, can you hear me, please?
Yes, I can hear you. Reverend Mark Goodwill, you tried to join, but there's a lot of air from your end, so I had to put you at the backstage. I noticed you left because there's this I don't know, breeze that's interfering with your audio. So I had to put you behind. So if you can hear me, Reverend Ima, wherever you are, please, you can rejoin, but please control that noise. Go ahead, please, MJ.
Yes, you see, the funny thing is this. Instead of us as Nigerians to concentrate on the manifestos of these political parties, we are quarreling, is Peter Obi, is Kwankwaso, is this, is that, and that, and
I
that.
agree with you, and that is why I've often said that both the Peter Obi and the NDC should look for political spokespersons.
Excuse me, madam, any politician who is not receptive to criticism is not fit to rule. The reason is because since independence till now, they've lied and lied and lied to us, and they've delivered absolutely nothing. There are people they've rated very high, especially during the Second Republic, higher than they rated Peter Obi now. When they got to power, they disappointed us catastrophically. That is what is responsible for it. Stand with right now is, what do you want to do? Tell us the blueprint. Now, please just give me about 3 minutes. If I talk more than that, stop me. When I was a little boy, this man they call Obafemi Awolowo, he came with free education policy. They asked him when he came to our state in Bender, how many children do you hope will benefit from this program in Bender State? He gave us an approximate number. Where will the teachers come from? How much will it cost? The pencils, the erasers, the sharpeners, the books, everything, this man quantified it before he appeared before us. He did his homework. But what I'm seeing now, none of the politicians have done anything. To me, they are all birds of a feather. Because I don't know the difference between NDC, whatever they call it. To me, they are all the same thing. Instead of us to concentrate on what they will do for the people, we are arguing. Obi is better, Kwankwaso is better, Tinubu is better, Atiku. To me, they are all the same thing because none has come up with a blueprint. As far as security is concerned, for example, how many illegal food paths do we have in Nigeria? Nobody is saying anything about it. The borders are porous. Since independence, when the white man left in now, what are you doing to secure the border? Nobody has come up with a blueprint. How many illegal guns are in circulation? How many out-of-school children nationwide? They need to have research and publicity department in each political party to go into nitty-gritties before they appear before us. So what I'm sorry to say, madam, everybody in that country, including myself, we are all a bunch of nuisance. We don't know what we are doing. This is how this man will come again, deceive you and me. They will grab political power, mess us up beyond recognition, and at the end of the day, they start telling us stories. They will start all over again. But since the election ended in 2023, from then till now, what have they been doing? They've not sensitized the people why you should vote for us. Let me cite one example before I go. In Egypt, the Islamic Brotherhood, before they gained power, which they eventually lost anyway, they went to the grassroots, from mosque to mosque, Coptic church to Coptic church, preaching to the people behind the scene why you should vote for us. When the election came, it was, they swept the polls, and that was what launched them into power, although they lost the power eventually. So Nigerian politicians, I don't know the difference between Peter Obi and Atiku. He has moved from one party to another.
Can I see?
I did not interrupt you. He moved from APGA, went to Atiku's party. From Atiku's party, he went to Labour. What has he in common with these people that he's fraternizing with? So we are not ready for a new political dispensation. When we are ready, we will know. And if we are not ready, we should pack up the country. Thank you, Lady Precious.
Mr. Benjamin, would you like to react to that? So T.Y. Danjuma, who will want to react to that?
You see, what I want to say, him saying that all of them are the same is not true. And I will tell you why. Has the country power be given to Obi? The answer is no. Obi has been the governor of Anambra State. What impact has he made? Positive or negative? The answer is left for this guy to answer. Moving from one party to another, it was same you Nigerians and we Nigerians that is chasing him from one party to another. So, fraternizing with Atiku, politics is something, nobody is isolation of politics. You can't play politics alone. So, saying all of them are the same, give him power and let us see. If it comes that way, fine. But let us not come to the conclusion that Obi is the same with Tinubu.
All right. So thank you for Benjamin. Thank you for answering, Benjamin. Sincere apologies for. So let me quickly take on what Pa Benjamin said. And Pa Benjamin, truth be told, we cannot bring a saint from heaven to rule Nigeria. Our politicians are people who are enshrined in our system, people who are part of our system, who they are, part of the system. We have seen Atiku Abubakar handle political position. What was his antecedents? What did Obasanjo, whom he served under, say about him? We have seen Tinubu handle political position. What is the face of the political position he handled till today? What the real people of Lagos State, what do they say about the way he handled their resources in Lagos State till today? How many private properties of Anambra State did Peter Obi turn to his own? 1, 2. How many land? Which land? Name one thing that is government owned that he made his own. Name how he exhibited some profligacy in governance. Please name. I do know that we don't have a saint. As I said it before, Peter Obi is not a saint, and I think I've lectured us on this before. The reason I'm saying all this is because I have made my individual background check on all of these politicians. And I have been able to I've noticed that as much as Peter Obi is not a saint, he's the only one that has shown that he can manage resources based on his antecedents as a governor. As a governor, there was no evidence of how he spent money anyhow on unnecessary convoys and unnecessary, expenses. In fact, most of the reasons why he was impeached was because of the way he refused to spend money anyhow. If they pad budgets or they pad money to repair government house and they say you don't want, they impeach him. Please fact check me if I'm wrong. So for somebody who despised to use government money anyhow, it shows that at this time that things are hard in Nigeria, he can manage Nigeria's resources. The same person whom there was any evidence that he was assigned oil well to, and he rejected it. Please show me evidence of any of these people contesting that they gave any state resources to that rejected it. Atiku Abubakar and Tinubu, please show me where it is shown and evidence that they had access to gain state resources and they signed and said they don't want. Please show me, sir. If you're using that same thing to brush Tinubu and Atiku to brush every other person, and you must be able to show these evidences. I do understand that in terms of what it is, that we cannot differentiate all politicians in Nigeria. But there are people who have proven and shown that at least they have conquered greed, the long throat to amass public wealth to themselves. They have been able to show it. Peter Obi may not have shown that in its entirety, but he's proven that he's controlled his greed for public wealth. Can you tell that of Peter Atiku Abubakar? Can you tell that? I am not saying that these people are thieves, so no, but I'm just asking you if you can show evidence that there is nowhere that both Atiku Abubakar and Tinubu has had access to collect what belongs to the public and use it for personal use.
Okay, now, madam,
please, and they refuse to. So please, no, sir. So it's important that we know. I'm coming, sir. I'm coming. I saw the way you almost really told us not to interrupt you. So please don't also interrupt me, sir. And that's why I respectfully allowed you to finish talking. I refuse to interfere. So please kindly also allow us to speak. So it is important. And again, in terms of speaking about politics and meddling and joining body with others, there is no man that plays politics as an island. It was still Nigerians who keep saying that Peter Obi is not building bridges. He's not communicating with people from other areas. How will he get vote from the north? How will he get vote from the west if he's not building bridges? How do you build bridges without building bridges and playing along with people who are already in that system? Abi, he would go and look for people who don't have political might to build bridges with? I think some criticisms that we make, it's very unfair because if we're in the same position, we cannot make those criticisms ourselves. Okay, if you want him to build bridges, and who should he play the politics with? Unknown people, unknown individuals? Is it not the same power players who are still part of the system that you play it with, but try not to be part of what they do? Do we even criticize that things that if it is us, we can do differently? I have a lot more to say, but perhaps we'll just yield the mic at this point.
You finished.
Sir, go ahead.
Can I come in? If you don't mind.
Greetings,
Okay,
Precious.
let me let you respond.
The point,
T.Y. Danjuma, kindly give him a second to respond.
Okay.
oh good, thank you. The point I'm making is this. When people criticize Obi, people feel terribly angry. There's no need for the anger. They want to see through him. Excuse me, they want to see through him. You get the point? When you criticize him in the presence of his supporters, they feel very, terribly bitter. This is exactly what we went through during the Second Republic. When you criticize the NPN, it's as if you've crucified Jesus Christ during the Second Republic. But when they gained power, what did they do with it? Adisa Akinloye, Uba Ahmed, and what have you? They disappointed us. So those who are criticizing Obi now, give them chance to criticize Obi. Let Obi defend himself if he can. Don't be angry. If you want to defend him with very quiet and
see,
cool
I
mind.
want to see.
But the anger, excuse me.
No, there is two different things between between criticism and
there's
propaganda.
not two different things. There's not excuse me. We've gone
things.
through a lot in this country. We've gone through a lot in this country. For people like Bola Tinubu to come and rub our faces with shit. And we
Sorry,
are
Mr. James. You're beginning to sound like those people attacking obedience in 2023.
1 minute.
Sorry,
MC,
Mr. James.
No, MC, please, 1 second. Since you said
Is this not the
MC,
same
wait,
obedience?
No, you're beginning to sound like those people. I totally disagree with you, man. No.
Is this not the same obedience?
I don't want to get upset here, please.
Is this not the same
No,
Obi?
you don't have to get upset.
Is this not the same Obi?
He has the right to say
Is this not the
his
same
mind.
Obi whose money was found in Panama Papers?
I love that. Fantastic. Please tell me what is bad about Panama Papers. You see, if you're criticizing, okay, you will listen. No, you will excuse me. No, you don't hush me and you don't listen too. You see, that's what you're doing. You just want to be the one to talk and you don't want others to talk. As you talk, let somebody respond to you now, and then you say somebody is being angry. I'm not being angry. He is not my father. I have criticized Peter Obi here. So if Peter Obi was in Panama's papers, please tell me the corruption in it.
Is this not the same Obi who deposited the state money in a bank where he is a shareholder?
What is wrong with it?
When they are sharing what is called the profit of the bank, as a shareholder, he gets
what is wrong
Why
with
should
that?
Benjamin, please, I'll put people on the side. I can handle this.
We've got to
Yes, I agree with you.
If he wins the election, it's fine. But I don't have any confidence
I put
in
it
them.
to you that you're hypocrite, sir. I'm sorry, sir, but I am not insulting you, but I put it to you that you're hypocrite. If you can say all of this about Peter Obi and you keep a blind eye to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who you do not know his background till today, before the first 30, 40 years of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, please explain it to Nigerians today. Somebody you don't know his background, and you don't want to use that same yardstick to criticize him. Tell us what he was or what is about his life in the first 40 years of his life or 30 years of his life. Please let Nigerians know the person who's your president. I mean, you should use that same yardstick to judge them. No, sir, I'm coming. No, I'm not. I'm not being emotional, please. I'm just talking. And then when you talk about Panama Papers, there are top politicians across the world, in the UK, in the US, who were involved in Panama Papers. Why did their government not prosecute them if Panama Papers was wrong? Did he steal your father's money or the money of his state to put in Panama Papers? As somebody who works hard for his money, he chooses how to invest his money. If he chose a tax haven, do you understand what a tax haven is? It means a place where he does not have to pay too much taxes for his personal fund to put his money. That's what Panama Papers is about. And what is wrong with that? That you want to use as a yardstick to compare to other crimes. Has Peter Obi been ever indicted or fingered in any way in a drug case, in a criminal case, in a case where he ate public fund, in a case where he siphoned public money to his pockets? Please tell me. Or are you now judging the fact that putting money in tax haven is a more stiffer offense, a more grave offense than stealing your wealth, your public wealth, than being indicted for one way or the other, or for fixing fund for drugs, than taking things or showing up. What do we call it? Profligacy. Are you saying that investing his own hard-earned money in a tax haven is worse offense than all of those crimes? If you say that, then that means you're being hypocritical and it's bad. And I totally agree with you. If you say that Peter Obi supporters are emotional when they and me, I have that problem with them because I have personally criticized Peter Obi and they've come for me too. So even as much as I'm sounding like a devil's advocate now on his behalf, they have come for me too. And I can agree with you if you say that. But the problem is, why do you leave the person whom you have given your wealth and your resources to? You don't criticize that person. And you chose another man who has never handled your wealth and your resources to criticize. He used Anambra State Fund to put in a bank where he's a shareholder to. Oh, very bad. Does he also collect tax? Did he open a company that collects tax on behalf of Anambra State and determines the percentage he pays to Anambra State? Did he do that? Is there any government who has done that? And what have you done about that person? If you have never criticized that, then it's a shame that you have to criticize Peter before for investing or putting money in a bank. Now, did the Anambra State government make commission from that money, profit from that money in that account or not? If Anambra State made profit from that account or that money from that account, then it's a shame that you criticize that too. When there are lots of government officials who left their countries and their states in debt, almost of them leave their states in debt. Peter Obi is the only person who called external auditors to audit the account of the state after he left. It is proven. Please show me how many government has done that. Why do you think that there are people, even the person who took over from him is an opposition, but he can't dare indict him? So Ludo is the governor of the state now. He's not in support of Peter Obi. Why has he not indicted him as a former governor that this is the money you took from our state? So if you have never opened your mouth to criticize the grave danger that other governments have done, and you think it's Peter Obi you criticize, then I'm sorry, you're a hypocrite, and it's a shame. This is not an insult, sir. I mean, we're speaking about it clearly. Do I agree with Peter Obi in everything he does? Hell no. Do I think he's a better person? Yes, I think so. Why? Because I feel like he has shown that he can see public wealth and look aside and not use it. He has shown that when he was governor, he would not ride on public wealth and carry how many convoys to travel at the expense of the wealth of the people of Anambra State. And he can do that as president. How about the people in power today? Can you say that of them? And if you can't criticize that of them, then what is your problem? What did he do you? Why don't we face the facts? If you invested in Panama Papers, as I said earlier, sir, please, I want to be as nice as possible with you, sir. Because I noticed that if you want to talk, you don't want somebody to interrupt you. It's very unfair. If he invested in Panama Papers, oh, very bad. There are names. Tony Blair and the rest of there are people who were indicted in Panama Papers from foreign countries, first world countries. Why have their government not what do they call it? Prosecuted them? If Panama Papers was such a crime that you're using to insult Peter Obi. And have you noticed the money that he puts in Panama Papers? Did you look for your money? You didn't see it. Did Anambra State tell you that it's their money that he used to invest in Panama Papers? Panama Paper is just a tax haven. Someone decided that I won't put my money for a place so I'm not going to pay too much tax. My personal money, now be the crime when you commit. Now your money.
Precious, that is
not the only one that's done it.
Money.
You said what, sir?
I said that is the point. It is his personal money, not another money.
There's no record that he stole the money. So how dare you even mention that as something you want to use against Obi, and then it's not coming out of bad belly? For you to even use that means it's coming out of hatred and bitterness. And I'm sorry to say, maybe you don't want to see it. Our country has gone through a lot. The person who is serving you now, how has he shown that this country has gone through a lot? How has he managed your resources better? President Bola Ahmed Tinubu came out to tell us that, in the next, I think it was between 2023 and another, he will cut down the size of his entourage. In the next time travel round he did into Imo State, it was almost double the size he used to go with before. What did you guys do about it? Did you criticize that? This government has brought hardship to the people. Yes, I may agree that, you needed to take away some policies, subsidy and all that. Even though I don't agree with taking away subsidy because there is no country in the world that does not subsidize the thing or the other for its citizens. But let's take it that the corruption in the subsidy era is too much. And the president took the bold step, which I give him kudos for. The rest people are weaklings. They could not do that. But why just take away the subsidy? What is wrong with probing the subsidy regime? Why have we not had one person prosecuted for suffering Nigerians and stealing their money. Why? Why have we not? Have you questioned the president why he has not been able to probe people who were involved in the subsidy regime and the money? Is it Peter Obi? And why do you think it's Peter Obi that it's easier for you to probe? What is the crime he committed that is an offense? And I think if he has committed such a grievous offense that the government will not use apparatus of the state to come after him, it's unfair when we make some blind criticism because we want to fool people. It's people who are uninformed we can fool with all of these points. Say why don't you go ahead, and I'm sure he'll respond to you and I at the same time.
You finish your ranting?
No, I have not finished. See why Danjuma will finish the remaining one, then you respond.
Greetings, Precious. Greetings, Benjamin. Thank you for being our guest today. Greetings, MC. Greetings, Pa James.
Thank you, Mr. Tuadajuma. Thank you.
My brother, Prince Akwachi, I think that's the one I'm seeing there. Greetings. And greetings, viewers. Well, I think you have actually done justice to this the issue that Pa James raised, but that's not what I want to actually talk about, because it was not an accusation that living in bondage made against me. It was not an accusation. It was a slanderous, outlandish.
He runs a criminal enterprise. That if you hand Nigeria over to him, that he would ruin Nigeria with crime. And you're saying criticism. See, if there's anything somebody like me, sorry sir, that I don't joke with Tiwa Danjuma. I don't joke with my integrity.
Yes.
I have worked hard for the integrity that I earned today.
Yes.
And nobody would say they've seen me taking bribe, they've seen me do this or that. So I cannot have somebody reduce my reputation to none and you tell me not to sue the person. I'll help you and your generation. So you don't expect me to be to keep quiet when somebody slandered him. It was bad enough that Arabambi said that, oh, Peter Obi is this, is that. When they asked him for proof, where is the EFCC case? He could not prove it. And then this person goes ahead to call him that he's running an enterprise, he's a thief, and he keeps saying it. And you expect the man to take that is not criticism. There's a thin line between criticism and libel.
Exactly.
And defamation. What are we saying?
That is point one.
If I say that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu perhaps does not have his record for the first 40 years or 30 years is unknown, I'm sorry to say, because it's unknown to me. So that is criticism, because I'm criticizing the fact that Nigerians do not know that record. So that is in line. But if I go ahead to say, oh, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was an armed robber in the first 40 years of his life, that is defamation. And I would never say that about our president. So there are different things.
Yes.
Because you hate somebody so much and you want to criticize the person, you don't go ahead and defame their character.
Please, I'll be back. I'll be back.
It's okay. Thank you, Benjamin. And then you said the person it's not a receptive of criticism. Go ahead, Tiwa Danjuma.
So that's one point. That's point one. You know, it wasn't an accusation. It was a deliberate attempt to destroy him
and make people hate him for the wrong reasons.
Yes, knowing that this is a man that is running for presidential election, so it was intentional. It wasn't so it was right for Obi to say, well, he who alleges must prove. And I think that Obi should not this time take it easy, just like he did with Deonju and some other people who accused him, Reno and so on and so forth. I think this time, if it's possible, let it go to court and let the man be put to jail so that it will serve as a warning if he can't prove it. Already you can see he has started blackmailing. You know, he has started saying that, I was your spokesperson. There are things.
Let him release anything he has. Person no good die.
Yes.
To release any information he has.
So trying to blackmail Obi, my thinking, not to go ahead.
Work with somebody and get information about him and save it at the corner that you use one day. That speaks of how despicable his character is.
Yes. So whatever facts he thinks he has, let the case go to court. Let no elder or all those people go and beg Obi, because this is a very serious claim. It was intentional. It was meant to destroy, and so he must prove it. If he cannot prove it, then let him be sanctioned. That's one. Because if you look at him, look at his mien, you would see that it was deliberate. He was even crying when he was saying that. So it wasn't just a criticism. We know what the criticism is. So that is one. Two, even the man who made the claim, you could see that I watched him on channels. I watched him also on Indian media when he was interviewed by Mazi Tochukwu Ezoke. And, if you look at him, and I feel sorry that this is a lawyer. And if you look at the things that he said, and even some of the things that Living in Bondage brought out today.
Difference.
Yes, you would see
and
that
he carefully selected information he forwarded to Maokwe.
Yes. And
because
then,
what Kenneth proved, the evidence Kenneth showed that there was more to the conversation than he forwarded to Maokwe.
And he kept telling Maokwe, let us not go here. Let us just restrict ourselves to what Kenneth said and what Kenneth didn't say. Why did he, knowing that Kenneth is someone who is totally bitter and has whatever it is, anger against Obi, and not a member of NDC, why did he get in contact with Kenneth? What was his intention? To get in. Kenneth is not a member of NDC. So if he was well-intentioned, and the results have not been released, he just had speculation that maybe, someone else would be declared. Why did he involve Kenneth in this whole matter? What was his intention? He didn't answer the question when Mokwe was asking him. What was your intention for doing that? What was your intention? And then I think too that if you look at the things that he said, from the things that Mokwe read, that we saw, and from what the same thing that Mazi Ezoke read, you will see that he himself also, I wonder why it would be, maybe because the party has said that, nobody should take the other to court. I think he also has some explanations to make. He indicted the party, he indicted the Obi,
the secretary of the party too.
Secretary of the party, he indicted. So, and, but let's just leave that. For me, if I were a party member, if I was an executive of NDC, their decision, if they had decided not to take him, because after all, he came from somewhere. If they decided that he was not a proper and fit candidate, because it's not just the fit candidate, to take the party's candidacy for that constituency, I think they were right based on what has just happened. I think he was very, very right based on even the optics, what we see about this guy. Totally responsible. That's my view. I have no apologies for that, based on what he has said and the comment that he has made. And I'm disappointed that he's a lawyer. He couldn't even, when he had to defend himself, he just couldn't even marshal his points very well. And I think he hasn't told us the truth. So, but there's a lesson. We talked about NDC here and how they have gone about the primaries. I mean, so it's obvious, it's very, very clear. We know that NDC has not done, for whatever reason, this is not the best, that we can say.
Let me quickly just state something. I'm sorry to say. See, there are things I have heard about the APC primaries, but it's just that I don't take information that people tell me in confidence too. Almost worse happened in NDC primaries. The situation where APC primaries, situations where people will clearly win the election, but order has to come from Abuja on the name that, in fact, some governors will even be called on, tell this your person to drop out, 9 lose. Do you understand? But we did not see this kind of revolution. We did not see this. Why is it? The NDC primaries is not the only primaries that this issue happens.
I'm coming to that.
Act this way.
I am coming to that. I'm speaking about NDC. I'm not speaking about any other party, because you would see that this is an orchestrated attempt to bring NDC down because they see NDC as an opposition. But I don't want to speak. I don't want to speak about other parties, because if you begin to dig deep, you would see that other parties, APC, ADC, did worse things from what we know. But I don't want to go to that. Why is that of NDC? Why are they demonizing NDC? Why are they beginning to present NDC as a devil's den? and so on and so forth. That's a different thing. So I just want to restrict myself to NDC. The point is that NDC has not done well, maybe because of time. Like we said, we talked about it here, maybe because of the time frame that they have or their desperation to get
New
people.
party, there's a lot to it, which I don't excuse them. I still, when I know you, they criticize. Don't forget that we carry the criticism. We abused them here. We insulted them. That they didn't do well.
Yeah, this is a learning curve for them, and I have insisted that all that NDC can do now is that they learn from this mistake, and then of course they manage this crisis. How they manage it for me is the concern. How do you manage this crisis in a way that you resolve it and then learn from it and move forward? But this is all just to say that NDC today, has become, and this is my view, I may be wrong, has become the leading opposition in our politics today, in our political, atmosphere today in Nigeria. So I'm not surprised that I see an orchestrated effort, an attempt, maybe combined, by APC and ADC to bring this party down, and then more especially because there's someone there, a goldfish that is there, that they think is a threat to both parties, and they want to bring him down. I heard Obi when he was saying, yesterday that he got 14 states, not 12, that was allocated to him, and that by so doing, he came first. I heard Arabambi say that Obi, it came out from his mouth that Obi had 10 million votes in one of the interviews that he had. So it's obvious when you begin to see all these attacks and this interest and this vitriol that you see from living in bondage and some others, trying to demarket Obi. It's clear that how can you leave someone who you say came third, and then you begin to fight someone? I mean, someone who came third, second. You begin to fight someone who you say came third. And nothing is being said about Pampaso. The campaign in the north is still going on to also demarket that combination. But so NDC has to wake up because there's work to do, and more of these things will come. So let nobody be left with any illusion. This is just the beginning, just a preview of so many things that's going to directed at Obi. Obi should wake up. Obi, I don't fault him for telling his lawyers to act. I think that's
even if he did not tell his lawyers have the right to act on their own.
That is the right thing to
on behalf
do.
Of their clients.
Nonsense that this way of playing politics, this is not how they play politics. Living in bondage went beyond the line, and if he's not ready to apologize, let him pay the price. Heavens won't fall. Anything that he wants to say, let him say. Let him say. Obi is not an angel. Nobody has said so, and he hasn't said so. But he has to pay. And nobody should restrain Obi. Nobody should go and beg him. So please, he's his former spokesperson. Please, he's an Igbo person. He should take it. Nobody should take it. No, until that guy goes to say, I'm sorry, I misspoke. This is second-hand information, and I made a mistake, because this is not first-hand information. It was not there. So if he's going to court, and the man who he said told him says, I didn't tell you that, I don't know. I don't know. If we have a free and fair trial, I don't know what's going to happen. But I think Obi is right in going to court. I think NDC should sit up. They made some mistakes. It's not peculiar to them, but they can rewrite it and they move forward. And then they should not let this thing distract them. APC is enjoying this thing. There are more better issues. The only place where I agree with Pa James is that there are other issues that we can discuss. This diversionary. We're dealing with insurgency. Even today, we're dealing with hunger. We're dealing with unemployment. Nigerians are in pain.
See why the same Atiku Abubakar who Baba Chalawa came to lay all this allegation against. Okonkwo would not react to the allegation against his person. All the allegations.
No,
he will not react to that. Why is he always Obi? Why?
They will throw him out. Who's going to pay? Who's going to pay his duplicate?
And a quick one, Dajuma. A quick question, please. Then why is it that is the Eastern brothers they are using against him? Why is it like that?
forget about that one. There can be anybody that can be used against anybody.
And then Precious.
No, Precious. The reason why I asked that question, if you see most of where the attack is coming from, is from that Eastern Brothers. The Eastern Brothers are the one majorly carrying that attack. Why are they allowing themselves to be? Why are they allowing themselves to be using this kind of rubbish? Why?
MC, MC,
Yeah, Yoruba people who criticize Tinubu.
MC is everywhere. It's everywhere.
It's everywhere. Yeah,
The last thing I want to say, the last thing I want to say is, you see, you have to compare apples with apples. Obi is not a politician. Obi is a businessman. He came from business. The two other people, Atiku and Tinubu that you mentioned, they are politicians. They are professional politicians. Atiku was in customs. He came from customs and he went into politics. So where did he get his money from? Tinubu has been a politician. You know, he's not been a big.
You're directing this question to Mr. James. Mr. James, I challenge him to tell us the source of Mr. Atiku Abubakar's and Tinubu's wealth. Since he's telling us the person who is a criminal and who does not have good character.
Precious, don't waste your time. He has no answer to. He has no answer to those questions.
He will answer me. I mean, all
he
of
has
the
no
issues
answer. He came here to waste his time.
And tell us how. I mean, no. I beg. Make on wait. Me go talk now between me and them. See, there is nobody I invite here, including the president of any country, that I cannot stand in a conversation. I can. The fact that I decide to play dumb sometimes does not mean that I don't need to read to have facts to speak. I've done politics for over 20 years, and enough for me to have residual knowledge about things I want to talk about. So please, I would like to, sir.
What happened to Lagos State Polytechnic?
Forget about that one. Those ones they know. Body long gongo. Where the house there for body long gongo? That place. So, Mr. James, please come and prove to us that the people whom you should be criticizing have never had anything to do with any government. Please tell us, make comparison between the three candidates you're talking about now, and tell us whom you think is purer than the Peter Obi that you're criticizing. Please tell us, sir. Tell us, and with facts.
No, so you're asking me a question. The line is breaking. The line is breaking. Please,
is my line breaking? Please, people of God.
Ask the question again.
Is my line breaking? See why don't you
can't hear you clearly.
Can you hear me very well?
Yes. No, okay. The fault is from this end. Please repeat it again.
I don't know why the line is breaking, and I'm asking. It's obvious that you're either an Atiku Abubakar.
Please repeat it again.
Here you go. I can't hear you.
Oh, I see. No.
Or Tinubu supporter or any other person. I'm coming now. Let me ask my question.
Okay.
Let me ask my question. I see that you take to criticizing Peter Obi very well, which you have the right to. And my question is, among the three leading candidates as it appears now, Tinubu, Peter Obi, Atiku Abubakar, please show me how Tinubu and Atiku Abubakar are better than Peter Obi in every way. Please, with evidence, sir.
I said earlier on that all the politicians are the same. Those who know me,
the way you mentioned Peter Obi's Panama paper,
excuse me.
Don't hold me like that, sir. I will interrupt you. Don't talk to me like a child. And I think you have this habit of talking to people like children when you're talking. I don't think it's like if you say something, I have the right to ask a follow-up question. That's my right. It's well within my right to ask a follow-up question. And every time I try to ask a
why not allow me
immediately hush me and in a rude way.
Why not allow me to answer you?
No, I don't appreciate it. You have been rude from the beginning. Anytime you want to say something and somebody tries to perhaps add a follow-up question, you rudely tell the person, don't interrupt me. No, now, you can't. You don't know how old I am. I'm probably 70 years old or 60 years old. So you don't. And I did ask you a question. So you have to show us why a Peter Obi putting money in Fidelity Bank and having what do they call it? Panama Papers is the worst corruption among. It makes him worse than Tinubu and Atiku Abubakar. That's the question I'm asking you, and I want you to respond to it, sir.
Will you allow me to answer?
I will let you, but if there's need for a follow-up question, I will ask. Go ahead.
Good. I told you earlier on that they are all birds of a feather. All the politicians, none is good among them. On other platforms, I have never referred to Bola Tinubu as president. I call him Mr. Bola Tinubu. I do not recognize his presidency. I have the right. All politicians in Nigeria today, they are birds of a feather. They are taking us absolutely nowhere. We need a new political dispensation.
Mr. James, Bola Tinubu is our president, whether we like it or not. He's the president.
No, no.
You can't.
It's a president by
There's a
glitch.
precious. You need to correct him. The president of Nigeria
It's a president by glitch.
Bola Tinubu, whether he won, whether he didn't won, the Supreme Court, the apex court has declared him. So even Obi himself has accepted him president. So
I agree. And just very quickly, let me quickly state, Olomo here is asking a tax haven that should have been declared before he became governor, but Obi did not do that. Please tell me how many declarations that Tinubu made before he became governor and president, and how the source of his wealth. Since you people want comparison, we will shame ourselves to comparison. No. Do you understand?
No, I've told you, they are all the same.
I'm talking about.
This is my own time. Excuse me.
Go ahead, sir.
Don't compel me to see things from your perspective.
I am not compelling you. I am not compelling you, sir. We're dealing with facts.
They are all birds of a feather. They are taking us nowhere. They are taking us nowhere. If you don't believe me, come 2027, we pray we live to see that year. We can replay this video.
Okay, so sir, will you come to Nigeria and contest for president? You that will take us somewhere. Let's vote for you as president. There is nobody that can do that. I'm not going to contest for election now. No one is good. You may be the only good one who can save Nigeria. So can you come and contest? Let's vote for you.
Politicians?
And then why is your voice not strong enough to criticize people like you just done to Peter Obi? If you had balanced it, I don't think anybody would have argued with you. You didn't balance your criticism. And that's why people came to you.
Take us anywhere. He's entitled. Is his own personal view, so it cannot be a gospel truth. It's his own personal, unless he's God. He says these people cannot take us anywhere. That's his opinion. Some people don't feel differently. Some people feel that Obi can do it. Some people feel that Shiwaju can do it. Some people feel that Atiku can do it. That's a democracy. So that's why we're voting. So if you don't believe any one of them can do, vote no to all of them. That's your opinion, and you have the right to it. But don't. The way you came, James, the way you came is like, you were not speaking like someone who's neutral. You are speaking like someone.
No, that was the reason everybody came for him.
And that's why
he's a Tinubu man.
It doesn't matter. He has the right to be anybody's man he wants to be.
No, it would have been so nice. It would have been so nice if some of you guys were on the cast of Chief Zebudaya Korigbo, calling me a Tinubu man.
We understand the way these Tinubu people operate. They will come as if they are your friends. Then after some time, you see them. They will try to persuade you. Then they will try bringing out the bomb one by one.
So sorry, my friend.
Mr. James,
sorry, my friend.
Mr. James,
if you know me,
you need to bring some other people to the conversation.
Yes, can we move on? Mr. James is not a
since 2023,
but it's just, I know he
wrote to 2023, Victor Oriole. If you know me since then till now, I've never had any confidence in any Nigerian.
But everything I have put to you now, you've not been able to answer it. And that means clearly you don't have it.
I've answered the question.
No, you have not answered.
Excuse me, must I answer it to suit your interests? Must I answer it to suit your interests?
You don't have to answer it to suit my interest. But you are here criticizing people.
No. Am I here to please you?
You cannot be here to please.
This is a public enlightenment.
You can't be here to please. No,
this is a public enlightenment program.
You enlighten that of bias. So state it. Tell yourself the truth. You are biased.
This is a public enlightenment program to let people see things from different points of view.
Candidates against the others. You were biased. Say the truth to yourself. It was all over you.
Because I did not support Peter Obi and bias. If I had supported him, I was not biased. If I criticize Bola Tinubu, I'm not biased.
But you did not criticize others that way. You are biased.
If I criticize Bola Tinubu, you have to criticize him. I'm not biased.
You are biased.
They are all biased.
And you're a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite for not criticizing others with the same stick at which you criticize one.
Do you know how much I've criticized Bola Tinubu?
To do same.
Do you know how much I've criticized Bola Tinubu?
Same too. You don't even have.
Do you know how much I've criticized Bola Tinubu?
I'll take you off. Let's move on. Tony Chukwudi, you're welcome. Don't come and gaslight everybody. See, if lies they become truths, and that is why I will not let you peddle lies for too long. You have stated some things here, and I just asked you clearly. Waiting be the Panama Papers. I cleared you on it. What is the Fidelity Bank you mentioned? I cleared you on it. You don't have anything to say again. Now it is now, and I challenge you. Or criticize the other two people the way you criticize the man that you mentioned. You couldn't even criticize him. And you're telling me must you criticize to suit me? Then why speak with so much hatred against one and don't use that same hatred against the other? Why not want Andulo be here? I did handle with the same stick why I use Andulo does. Now they vex on me. You must be fair to all. Please move on. Tony Chukudi, you're welcome. Please let me take your thoughts. Mr. Tony Chukudi, you're welcome, please. Oh dear, his network has booted him out. All right. Okay. His network has booted him out.
Yeah, President, just a quick one, yeah. You see, as far as we all
I'm sorry, MC, let me quickly clear Ogati, why don't you see those days when I did university, you know, so I thought where they call me small pepper. And you know, they call me defender of the universe. Half of the fight I fought in university was not my fight. They were fights for others. As a big cat, I hate injustice. I don't like injustice in any way. And I like the truth. If I'm in a relationship, cheating may not even be a deal breaker for me, but lies will be. I don't like lie. Don't carry lie come near me at all. So if you talk, say you be honest person, and this part James, and I want to think that he's an elderly man. If he means that he's fair to Nigeria, right? Why not be fair? And you're not a Eritrean. I would have said it is there. You would be fair to all concerned. Why not be fair to everyone? If you want to criticize everybody, use that stick criticize. And I've told you before that I have never said Peter Obi was the same. The only one reason why I can see in better pass others now, because evidence show, say the way others use benefit from state resources in the do. That's the only reason.
There are facts. There are facts. You know.
I have said that, and those are facts that are independently verified.
Well, let me say something. Let me say something. I think the problem with Pat James, just pardon, I think he misspoke. But the problem with him is that he doesn't believe in Nigeria. His view is always that
all of us not to believe in Nigeria, because I believe in Nigeria.
Mr. Atiwada Juma is part of those Tinubu data boys. He's part of those Tinubu data boys.
No, he's not. He doesn't believe in Nigeria as a country. That's that he's been consistent on it. But but in trying to drive that narrative, I think he didn't do it well. I don't because he just appeared, gave a picture as if he's after Obi, but that's not him. What I know him for other platforms that you have been is that he can talk from here to more. He does not have hope. He does not have belief.
Let me quickly.
Nigeria is gone. Nigeria is gone. So that's the view that I know that
Okay. Let me quickly add this. I just want to say this: as we all have the right to keep our money wherever country, anywhere, any bank we choose to. It's nobody's business. But as a public servant, when you're coming to serve the people, you are meant to declare your assets, declare everything you have, so that everybody will know that this is what you have before you join, before you took that office. But for me, Obi did that. I know that during the 2023 campaign, they use everything, they try to use it to attack him and everything. He declared it was a public knowledge. Obi life is a public knowledge to everybody knows.
He has dealt
but
with
the
it.
rest,
it's not news. They've dealt with it. They moved on, and they didn't find it.
Look at and let me quickly. Sorry, 1 second, please. Let me quickly react to Lomo. You see, I have you people's time when I want to have your time. When I want to ignore people, I ignore you. I want to believe that you're not referring to me, but I put it to you that if you can use that same yardstick to criticize Tinubu and tell us about the first 40 years of his life, I challenge you. Put it to you to tell us about his own assets declaration. What was he up to?
Nobody know anything about it.
I challenge you. The same way you ask and you criticize others. Please tell us about your president that way. Let's stop being hypocrites. You see.
Can we move on, Precious? You're
welcome. I know you wanted to say something. Let me let you speak up before I move ahead.
Okay.
Mr. Tony, are you there now?
Yes. I'm here. I don't know why the whole thing is logging me off and on, so it's just annoying me. So no villages. I know they like Mekong, and they always call the township people very good because I love countryside. So, T.Y. Daniel, I agree to you headline, but you know, say the old. So that one. The man that was talking was Christian Peter Obi. I want to put one thing correct to him about the Panama paper. The paper corrected him and gave him the right amount in case if someone has taken his money. So
and the profits that was made there, there was profit in that money.
Yeah. I'm from Anambra State. So there are things people do criticize, but Precious, I'm so happy the way you break things down for the man. I mean, listening to his voice, an old man that's supposed to understand things, the way he was talking from during the independence and the rest of them. There are something that we used to say. It's always difficult for an old man to be in the house and children will be messing up. So if he is a kind of man that tried to share the rats, there's a way we say it in Igbo language. Okay, already. So then it's so hard to see somebody coming up and be talking like this. It's either he doesn't believe in Nigeria or he has a complete about anything that has to do with Nigeria. Some of us still believe Nigeria will be good because even in this Western, we are foreigners here. Look at what is happening in North Ireland. Where they just throw petrol bomb in people's houses. So where are you running to? You want to go back to Nigeria? These people are there killing everybody, and you are here. They are telling you to leave. So if you should try to have some understanding. We are choosing among the two. I don't know how to say it. The good, the bad, the ugly. So we are trying to choose from the one that we know that will still do something. He might not come in there to do change, but he's trying to change the scene that is the look that is leading to all this option, all this investment. So Peter Obi has lived all his life at Onitsha. Can this man please tell me, do Peter Obi have any house in Abuja? Do Peter Obi have any house in Lagos? Majority of these current governors, all of them live in Abuja. They are in Abuja. That's where their government house is. None of them even majority. I think the other, some people pressure some of the northern guests that you normally bring. Some of them can attest to that. So when somebody is talking, it's not that there is a way he will present himself. Then the whole thing, the whole response will be like, go on.
Tony, sorry. You know, I have not seen any politician in Nigeria that they gave oil well, he refused. Jonathan gave.
They challenge them. They show us who. And there's a proof to it. There's a proof.
It's not fault.
Evidence.
He doesn't have a house in Abuja. He doesn't have. They gave him land in Anambra, expanse of land in there. He refused. He said they should give it to the woman who was retired. But why are we like this? Why are we like this in Nigeria? Why are we like this? Why can't we see the truth? You know, and they have been talking about even that how he drove away, how he did identity card and so on, when the facts are very clear that it's not. When there is a video, there's a video by an Hausa man who said that Obi took them when there was a crisis in Anambra. He took them to the government house, fed them.
Again.
These things are there. Why are we doing like this? Why?
Yeah, that is why I said. That is why I said we need to declare emergency education for all, both the young and the old. We need to educate them.
Atiku has been vice president. Tinubu is leading us now. How can you compare the two? You were just a governor. How can you compare the three people now? The person who has not become, who has been a private person, became a governor. His record is good. It may not be perfect if you like, but his record is good. Attested to by evidence, credible evidence that, you know, from even parties that are in opposition. Have you tell me a governor? Fatula came to Onitsha to go and Fatula came to Anambra to come and campaign for an APC candidate in governorship where Obi was contested. Obi gave Fatula car vehicle to go and campaign. Ojikalu came to campaign for PDP. in an election that Obi was contesting. Obi gave them car, gave them security, and they came back, they ate. These are facts. These are facts. So let us please, you may not like him, you may not support. Let us, when we're doing these things, the reason why our politics is heated, the reason why we have so much problems is that we try to drag people down deliberately when we know that we're telling lies. And there are people who can't take it. I won't take it. If it's me that living in bondage said that thing, I will do everything that I can. I will not spare him. I will not listen to anybody. Maybe only God I will listen to. Even if God is talking to me, he has to take the Spirit of God to calm me down. Because what Kenneth did is evil. If he can't prove it, it's evil. If he can prove it, then we know that to be is a
the worst part is that Mr. Congo was talking and was even shedding tears, so emotional that what he was saying is that like he was there witness it. So he was kind of
your village people really know,
but it didn't happen to you. You're just saying something that somebody told you, but he was talking like so emotional.
Now actor now, this not the game we're inside now.
Yeah, precious, both NDC, Peter Obi, if they pity this guy, if they let this guy off the hook, may they use that living in bondage to show example to the rest.
Good.
Even the other professor for North, where they talk about that ID card, and I don't want, I want me to still go after that one as well. I want me to go after that one because that one, the lie with that one still they for me to a mat.
Oh yeah, I don't understand what's going on. I think the network is really very bad. Okay, so let me quickly run you guys through some.
Somebody said Obi has houses in Lagos. Obi doesn't have that place is GRA. I know GRA. I know that GRA.
The property where they demolish now.
It's not his house. It's not his house. So don't be posting nonsense. I know that GRA well. I know the GRA very, very well. He has a CFO. It's not in his name.
These are part of the data boys. These are Tinubu data boys. They don't have Jack Precious comment session. No.
I'm not. You can see Mr. James is back to the platform. I'm not against anybody. First of all, I am apolitical. I don't belong to any political party. I don't.
I'm just saying it.
But I'm coming, sir. Among all the candidates, I have told you the only reason why I feel like Obi may be better than most of them is the fact that the way we did for Nigeria here, it don't show say Goofy manage our resources better. But say we're stingy, so they reach for your own wedding. You know, agree invite plenty guests so that you know go spend money anyhow. You should say because me too, I have impatience to spend money anyhow. I don't like it. If money can be used for another cause, why do I have to spend this anyhow? So that's one of the reasons and then he's proven that he can do it because he did this in Anambra State.
Did you have First Lady? Did you have the office of First Lady when you were there? Did you have the office of First Lady?
So yes, exactly. So these are the reasons. He's proven it's possible, it's doable. So, and again, for those who are criticizing and said he didn't do this, he didn't that, what have their candidates done better? What is the example that their candidates have done better? And that's the point of contention. Let's set resolution. So I think that's why I bring it back to what you guys are doing again. You obedient, you guys are now. You see why I need a better PR team and I need better people because if you come to the things so you compare, there is no basis for comparison. I'm not gonna compare with facts on what is done. Yes, one person increased Lagos IGR, fantastic. While that money used with the equates the development, the IGR to the development for inside Lagos State. Are they a par? These are things that people will question. You cannot use Anambra State and compare to Lagos State, both in allocation, both in IGR. You can't compare it. But can we compare the kind of money that Lagos State makes?
Oluma, I am a Lagos boy.
Lagos should be
I was born in Lagos. I schooled in Lagos. I know Isaac John very well. So don't tell me what you're saying. I was born in Lagos. I was born in Yaba. I'm a Lagos boy. I have a property in Lagos. My children I wedded in Lagos. I schooled in Lagos. A big part of my schooling in Lagos. So don't tell me shit. Don't tell me Jack. I speak Yoruba very well. So don't tell me, don't come here and be telling me nonsense. Okay? So the point that we are saying is if we want this country to be, listen, I am an Obi supporter. Where Obi is wrong, I will say Obi is wrong. Where Ashwaju, I have worked for Ashwaju. Where Ashwaju is right, I will say it. There are some people have even called me APC. No, but in this case, this is about our country. This, if I have, this is about our country. It's not about ethnicity or religion or something. That's not it. And at my age, I'm not going to be coming here to be talking nonsense. You know, I have my biases, yes. But if you want to face the facts, you know you're lying to yourself. So don't come here and be talking trash. That property does not belong to Obi.
Very quickly, somebody asked if Obi will sue Yusuf for saying that he repatriated Muslims. It's up to him, and to be fair, he doesn't. I mean, Kwankwaso did a good job responding to Yusuf. So the Yusuf begin cry, say Kwankwaso did a good job in responding to him. So that would not need an answer. He answered.
So, Precious, just a quick one. Just a quick one.
They make I give on a headlines now, so that I will get more things to react to. But just go ahead.
Do you know that in Edo State, the group of the governor Nyash don't blow wide open for there again? No, he recruits some group of young people. They can't pay those people 5,000, 50,000 every month. Say any people when they talk negative things against them, against the government online. So make those people they respond to those. Maybe they try to correct the narrative. Maybe they respond to those people. Their Nyash don't blow wide open. Then they find themselves there again now. You hear? A lot of things are going. So part of watching this or whatever you can do here.
Right. I mean, everybody get the right to do it in the one do. Okay. Everybody get the right to do it in the one do. So very quickly, let me run you through some things happening in the country. Did somebody say something? Okay, so very quickly, some headlines. Let me just brush up them so that I will not have to go live again. Peter Obi never told me to pay 10 million naira. Ohaibu don't dismiss Kenneth Okonkwo's allegation, and he's still insisting on it. Oguchinye releases minority leader bid in House of Reps. Panic as fire catch the Senate's wing of the National Assembly. Blackout hits Abuja, Nasarawa, AEDC giving reasons. Let's see, Governor Finturi orders resignation of appointees who defected to other parties. So you dare not defect. As you defect, you collect sack. Bauchi Reps member Dom's ADP joins APM. Arise TV's Rufai Fault Peter Obi's suit against Kenneth Okonkwo gives reason. They had quite a blow, him and what's her name now, Ayot today. And then Atiku versus Babacha, Amechi worked harder for ADC tickets. That's what former SGF is saying, that Amechi actually worked harder for the ticket than Atiku did work. He no work hard for him, they just rig out for him. On Okonkwo no go see that one. Tenure elongation not an issue, but democracy dividend delivery is. SDP Chieftain Adebayo said so, and I totally agree with him. And I think he's in line with what Bamidele Okoyemi said about 6 years single tenure. And I agree with him. IMF report shows Tinubu's reforms working. It shows it's working, but it shows that you people are being deceptive now. That's what they said now. So why borrow so much money? And of course, put our foreign reserve on the line for inside the borrowing one, I won't borrow. Okay, wow. Collapsed bridge disrupts movement, economic activities in Taraba communities. Kano government adjourns land dispute involving Emir of Rano. And pay ground rent, other taxes to enjoy more development projects. Tinubu tells FCT residents. Wow. And FCT challenge me if your property was demolished without compensation. Wiki to residents. And that's a good one. We're going to show and prove. Provost confirms no student missing as hoodlums attack Ebonyi College. Ebonyi College. I need medical attention to be able to defend myself properly. Lawyer tells court. And gunmen abduct Oshun LJ vice chairman. How bandits stormed Kogi school with 40 motorcycles. This is crazy. Kogi vice principal, 2 others killed, students kidnapped in bandit attack, this particular bandit attack. Kind of things happening in Nigeria. Police arrest alleged kidnap gang in Benue State. Let's see some other issues we have. Tinubu has made Buhari a saint, Atiku's aide. Now, did the attacker that Tinubu has made Buhari a saint, Atiku's aide, to talk down. That means his administration is worse than Buhari's administration. After rescue of 416 captives in Borno, 11 more kidnapped women regained freedom. Nigerian army insisting say na dem rescue the first 16 women and children. Kogi, bandits attack Kogi school, kill vice principal, two others. Are we seeing the trend now? Always schools these days. And then Senate orders Kiari's arrest over 210 trillion naira audit queries. The way 210 trillion disappeared till now, don't know anything about them. Customs record 88 vegetable oil seizures, worth 1.314 billion naira. And let's see other issues that we have very quickly in the news. And then Tinubu Finance Minister Oyedele blames Middle East crisis for rising cost of living, hardship in Nigeria. First, Buhari blamed Ukraine and Russia war. Now, Middle East crisis will be blamed for our wars. Interesting, isn't it? Okay. And then, even if Benue is safe, is the road safe? Lady laments NYSC posting to Benue State. And a lot of Nigerians are coming out to criticize their posting to different parts of the country and complaining on how they can access those places. Some people would post to both KBO, Kano, they complain. Now, terrorists invade Kogi community, kill vice principal. I told you this already. Let's see some more stories we have there very quickly before I retire. Prison break, UK police launch manhunt for Nigerian prisoner Temitope Shegun after daring escape from custody in London. Terrorist abducts Oshun LG chairman. I told you this already. In Nigeria, we have two governments. One collects taxes while the other collects ransom, and they both make life difficult for Nigerians. Isaac Fayoshe said so. Okay, more reactions following Kenneth Okonkwo's messages, revelation. Tension rises as over 200 Cameroonian soldiers invade Nigerian border community. I saw that video and I was just worried. Why should we normalize this? You leave your border, enter, and then they order the Nigerians with the video you made and no video you. And our government is not saying anything. And this is a sovereign country. Now, Tinubu not showing enough commitment to rescue the rescue of the kidnapped or your children and teachers. Peter Obi is saying that. And terrorists can kidnap us all so far as Tinubu remains in Aso Villa. Edo State Governor Pabula said so. And he don't face a lot of criticism for saying this. Like, you're making a mockery of the people waiting in captivity right now and saying that, oh, people are sponsoring, making it look like or appear that people are sponsoring terrorism. But even if they kidnap all of us, nothing will happen. Wow. Terrorists planning mass abduction of school children in Edo State. DSS don't raise alarm on that. And Nigeria storm United Arab Emirates Bank social media pages. One against asset swap loan to borrowers to Tinubu, say no borrow, the same thing they did to IMF. And they are doing that now to UAE Bank. Well, all of these and more issues now basically happen. Now, there is a video I saw earlier today of a young lady complaining of the level of hardship. I'm waiting if say Nigerian army, they do have family. They lost their brother, and the Nigerian army is demanding that they must pay a certain amount of money for his body to be released to them. Take a listen to it.
You people gave him 1 week to come and see his mom December period. He came back. Now, guys, something just happened. You see this place? This is where they're supposed to bury my brother. Okay? Because this is where they buried our father. This is the shovels that they want to do burial. So I don't want to carry this camera. I just want to show you people how people are in this house. But what pissed me the most is that this my brother is an army man. Okay? He has been serving since he was 20. He has been serving. Now he is in Benin and he was sick and he died. And they said they cannot be able to bring his corpse home till the family sent 2 million naira to the army. Like, we have to send 2 million naira to the armies before they will release, before they will bring his corpse. That if we did not send 2 million naira, they are not going to bring his corpse. That we have to send 2 million naira for transportation to bring his corpse. But to my knowledge, because this our father that died now. He was an army man. Do you get? When he died, then he died at home safe. Do you understand? Based on my knowledge, if you die as an army person, I don't know if I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong. If you die as an army person and you're still serving and you die far away, they will provide a vehicle that will carry your corpse all the way from wherever you are, and they will bring you back home. They will bring you back home for your people to bury. I don't know that the system has spoiled, has changed to another thing, that they could not bring his corpse. See, they just lay this place so that they will bury him. But now they are telling us they cannot.
Ha! All right. Welcome back, everybody. Anyone who wants to contribute? This is sad for a family. It's sad enough that you lost a loved one, and it's now sadder that you're compelled to. Why not even tell them to send an ambulance to come and carry his corpse? What 2 million naira, if this is true anyway.
Precious, you see the reason why I keep saying that the country need education, need total reset. You see, over here now, you even see where judgment can bear me witness. Now you're here. The army is responsible for all those things. You know, they will even take over. They will take over everything. So that's why I'm asking, what is going? So this is not even It is not Gabaru rich like that. So you see what I say? Total reset the country, because the next person where they come in, we will take over that seat. They have serious work to do. If now Peter Obi or anybody, serious work will be serious work, day and night. They not go rest where they want to reset that country. It's not joke. Because at the moment now we have no leader, no leader. The country is on autopilot. These people are just doing what they are doing. The ones where they will feel loot, where they go loot. You see, the only thing where they know now borrow. They borrow for outside, they borrow for inside the country, they borrow for they borrow for the poor Nigerians. The Nigerians where even the fans they want to eat, then they borrow from them. So nothing they work for the country, nothing. They have a lot of job needs, a lot of job, a lot. Let me give room to other people to speak.
Sorry, I cannot hear you. I can't hear you.
Oh, Mr. NJ, you want to say something? Go ahead, please.
Yes, good. You see the point. The news items you read, including that of the soldier who died. For example, the one of borrowing money from Kuwait, or I don't know. Then the other, I think troops entered Nigerian territory. Am I right?
Yes, Cameroonian troops entered Nigerian territory.
Very good. Now, these are three cases. Now, the opposition parties, they are not saying anything at all. In Britain, in the United States, in fact, in all democracies, the opposition is part of the government. It's part of the government. They have a role to play constitutionally by curbing the excesses of the government. The government of Bola Tinubu has mortgaged Nigerian crude oil from now till God knows when. No opposition party is saying anything. This is the point I'm making. They are all birds of a feather. How can a man lay down his life for the country, and at the end of the day, to even give him a befitting burial, we are refusing? Those who died during the Civil War, who are those remembering them today, both on the Biafran side and the federal side? Who are those caring for their families today? You see the point I'm making? All the politicians are the same. Let us not, in fact, I have to paint them with the same brush. As far as I'm concerned, we need a new political dispensation. This man, the Koshowo, though I don't like his style as such, he seemed to be, he distanced himself from them in a number of ways. Though I do not like some of the things he's doing, let me put it that way. But the issue I'm making is that all these politicians, none will take us anywhere. What is Peter Obi saying? What is Kwakwaso saying? What is Bola Tinubu saying? With all these horrendous things happening. No, we cannot hear you. We can't hear you, please.
I'm not talking to you. Please go ahead, sir.
Oh, okay, sorry. Okay, so what are the politicians saying? They are
Mr.
part of,
NJ, Mr. NJ, please remember, Tinubu is the one in government. So Tinubu was
no,
supposed
excuse
you
me.
wait now, wait, please,
No, you
please.
interrupted me.
Tinubu is the one in government. So oh
Constitutionally,
God.
look, assuming, for example, that they want to topple the government, don't the opposition parties have the right to report to Bola Tinubu that the constitutionally elected government is about to be toppled? It is
So,
their duty to
Mr.
raise
James,
alarm.
I can't have us keep going back this issue again because it can't take us back to where we came from. We've settled this issue. So, and you're done with
It's not settled. They are all the same.
no,
The whole of them are the same.
plus you and me, we're all the same. Yes. So they are all the same plus you and me because you cannot make any change different from what the people now are not making. So it's the same thing with you too. And me to make I put myself for the equation. And that settles the case so that we'll not continue to argue. You are right. We're all bad, very rotten people. Let me take someone else's opinion, please, very quickly. So we don't make this an issue that would keep us here for too long. Mr. Chris, you're welcome. Mr. I can't get your name now because you're dressed. Agbamu, right? Am I correct?
Yeah.
You're welcome. Go ahead. Would you like to make a contribution?
Actually, I just came in. I don't.
If you just
really,
came in, you go came out. You go there for corner. May just the wait, so that when you
exactly.
don't get grasp of the conversation, then you come in.
Okay, no problem. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Chris,
Yeah, you can drop me.
But while I wait for you to say something, let me quickly take this call. Good evening and welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome, sir.
Yeah, I'm on the line.
Yes, welcome, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you very well.
Yes, what's your name? Where are you calling from? Go ahead.
My name is Dr. Samuel Azongo I'm calling from the Republic of Congo.
You're welcome. So go ahead, sir.
I'm one of your friends.
Oh.
You've been doing well.
Stop it.
I'm watching it live.
Okay, sir.
I've not been invited, that's why I cannot join live.
Well, you would have come now. The link is open now. You can join us live. The link is open for everyone to join.
Well, I didn't see it on my computer, so.
Oh, so sorry about that. So sorry about that.
I went to YouTube and got it, so I've been listening.
So sorry about that.
I'm just saying, even following the conversation. You see, maybe if I say something, first let me commend you for holding. I'm a journalist.
Okay, sir.
A veteran.
Okay, sir.
Yes, so I know the job you're doing. It's a thankless job, but you're doing it well. And I want to commend you. Keep doing it.
Thank you, sir. It's stressful.
Because,
Thank you.
The issue of people saying whatever they want to say about leaders, people do it. I was chief press secretary to Apeaku. Two things happened. I was sitting on the table with the governor, we were eating. Somebody came in and sat between us. I was talking about me on things that had no relationship with me. And he had never known me. It got to a point that the governor said, look, Azongo, please get up and go and bring a file. He got an unknown file. Go to my study and bring a file for me. I want to check something in it. So that I could give way and talk to the man. So afterwards, I asked the man, why did you do this? He said, in politics, you lie against people. They go on denying and then you go on doing what you want to do. That was the answer he gave.
So they use that to keep the politicians busy?
Yes.
Wow.
So it is one of the tactics they use.
Wow. This is not for me then.
So when you respond, you keep responding, they distract you. My governor then, that I was chief press secretary to, was accused of stealing 14 million. In the 80s, 14 million was big money, plenty of money. That he kept it in different accounts in Europe and across the world. And I called the governor, I asked him, Governor, I'm your chief press secretary. Tell me the truth. What do you know about this money? If you have stolen, I will still defend you. But I want to know the truth. The man said, look, I've never seen ₦1 million in my life on the table. How can I steal 14? He asked me, do I believe? I said, yes, I believe. I said, okay, I will investigate and find out. I investigated and found out that thing were newspaper accounts of Newsweek magazine. those subscription accounts for Newsweek magazine. That government that will pick them and put money there. And I don't know what he did and brought them out and say they will accounts that belong to Governor Poyako. Now, country was celebrating that the anti-corruption crusader has fallen under the has himself he found corrupt. But when I investigated and found it, and we blew it out, we took them to court and we won. You know, so politics should concern himself now with politics. Let media team do the job of defending.
That is the problem I have. He doesn't have a media team. He doesn't have a formidable media team. That is the problem I have with him.
People like me, I'm outside the country. I'm hoping to be back soon. When I come back soon, I will join the media team and help you.
You should. People like you should. Because you know how to tactically respond to each of these issues.
We know. That man is talking about Mr. James talking about Panama Papers. Panama Papers didn't indict Obi. They only show that the man had an investment also.
I don't know. Like when they look for what to insult somebody with, like if you find what you go use insult me and I can't say precious, you're not tall. As if I don't know that I'm not too tall.
So we need to encourage Peter Obi. See, the reason why they're attacking him from all ends, he's the best that they have. And the only thing they can do against is to bring him down. So let him be focused. He say he's going to touch, he's going to do education, he's going to do health, he's going to do security, he's going to do power. He's going to do agriculture. These 5 things, he should concentrate on telling Nigerians, this is what he's going to do. You should forget the distractions. Like you rightly asked the question to Mr. James. You can compare Tinubu, Atiku, and Obi in their service to the nation.
Inaugural. Should be here when I ask him. I told him, compare the 3 candidates. Let's see. With facts.
They refused. I'm listening. He refused to accept. He refused to compare. He said, how can they all be the same? How can all politicians be the same? They are not the same. And you see the issue in the NDC about the primaries and all those things is because see the timeline between this will join the NDC and the primaries was very small, so there was not enough rubbing of minds and discussions.
Yes. It was too much. In fact, the timeline from when the party even became a party to all of this thing, it was just too sudden.
Yes. So the party itself is less than 4 months.
But that's not any excuse for their ineptitude, though. They did a shoddy job. So they
no, it is not ineptitude. See, in politics, people, especially primaries, they do it. And this is only by state. The governor he made his own list. I'm from Benue State. The governor made his own list. Georgia Kuma, who is the secretary of government, had his own list. They announced the governor's list. They went to Abuja. They are there. They have not been able to settle it. So these things are in every party. The NDC is even better than the other parties. I'm assuring you.
If you know what happened in APC primaries, if you know the things my ears heard from aspirants at the federal level, it's just that you don't take things that people have told you in confidence and then start spewing on public platform. I can't do that. So I do know that this issue, it's not only in NDC. So why everybody expects, say, an old political party like APC to get issue for their primary, but a new party like NDC should not have an issue? Why?
They must have. Because they had a sharing formula of 60-40. They said those of you who are coming should take 60. Those who are there should take 40. I think they had that agreement. And those agreements are like that, but they're not cut on stones. They're not cut on stones. Several factors come into play in those agreements. So it's natural for disagreements. It's natural for people to lose to fail, but they will still organize themselves. They will still come to agreements. There's nothing there. There's nothing. I have not seen anything about the NDC that is anything to be appalled about. They will say Concourse is trying to leave NDC. I called Concourse from here. He said, he said he has not said that. He asked me, did I listen to his Hausa service? His BBC
Hausa service, yes.
I said, no, I didn't listen to it. Yes, listen to it. So he said, okay. He said he told them one thing, that if a fool is speaking, you that is not foolish should not join him. That how can he and Peter Obi come into NDC and then you be saying you want to make it to where?
So you know the thing in the past couple of days, especially since this week or even since last week, the only thing that has been in the front burner of conversation is NDC primaries, Kwankwaso, and Peter Obi. The major issues that, and guess what? Both the ADC, which should be criticizing President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and telling us what they'll do better, and the APC themselves, who should be looking for a way to better the lots of Nigerians, are all talking about Peter Obi, Kwankwaso, and NDC, who can't leave governance, can't leave the things where they happen for the country.
NDC is very sad. Atiku is very unhappy. He thought he would boss Peter Obi there. And Kwankwaso told me, in fairness, that he told Peter Obi, let him not go to ADC. But Peter Obi insisted that these people, they said this coalition, let them go and try.
I agree. I don't know if you saw the interview with Dele Momodu, where Dele Momodu was saying it, I don't want to say in some sort of disdain, that Peter Obi claims that he is more popular, told him that he's more popular than Atiku Abubakar, that he begged Peter Obi, that Peter Obi should please work with Atiku Abubakar and be his vice. That Peter Obi said no, that he has more crowd than Atiku Abubakar. And he said, so Peter Obi can imagine that he has more crowd than a vice president, former vice president. That how possible is that? So he was saying it in more like in disdain, though it didn't look like it was. And I looked at it that so all of a sudden, Atiku Abubakar forgot about the same rotation and the same zoning that made him take the NPDP guys and leave PDP and fought for APC and joined together with APC. He forgot about that. He forgot about that when he came back to PDP in 2019. They gave him ticket on a platter. And this same Wike whom they are fighting now supported him. And that election, a lot of people said he won, but he was rigged out by the incumbent, Buhari then. He forgot about all that. All of a sudden, it doesn't matter anymore. You now can contest. And all of a sudden, to a Dele Momodu, age is no longer a number. The fact that one is not vibrant and active is no longer a thing. So the P2B has committed an offense for not accepting to work as a vice presidential candidate for Atiku Abubakar. I think that's where all of this pain is coming from. And I see why there is a lot of anger, because I think that's where it's coming from. How dare he say he cannot be Atiku's vice?
They thought they could box him. They thought they could box him so that you make him vice president of Atiku. And fortunately for him, he left at the right time. Because before he left, the was called me and told me they were discussing with PRP and NDC. And I told him that he should go to NDC. The reason is PRP is Aminu Kano. They will say he's the one that brought to to PRP. So PRP is a Kano of upshot. So he said yes. Yeah, he thinks what I said was right. What I said is right. That my analysis is right. I speak with Kwankwaso freely.
Thank you, sir.
So
the person who is also getting in front of this thing is Kwankwaso. Is Kwankwaso.
Yes, he's suffering it a lot because it doesn't drag the man up and down unnecessarily.
The amount of venom, the amount of hate that they're putting on them.
And I don't want to go ethnic, but I noticed that there are lots of Fulanese who have poured so much hatred on Kwankwaso for even daring to be a vice to Peter Obi. There is a lot of hatred towards him for that. Like, how dare you?
Kwankwaso is not Fulani. See, Kwankwaso is not Fulani. Kwankwaso is Hausa. Kwankwaso is Hausa.
But a lot of people say he's Fulani. It's just that. Okay, whatever you say.
He's not Fulani. And no one telling you, I know Kwankwaso very well. Kwankwaso is not Fulani. See, there are people in Kano. Kwankwaso is a normal Kanawas. Those groups that the houses, Kanawa houses. Kokos is not Fulani. At all. Doesn't have Fulani blood in him. None of his parents is Fulani. So,
But even then, you know, it is unfortunate that
they want to give power. They want to give power, but there's nothing they can do. I think we cannot have an 8-year Fulani man and 8 years of Buhari Fulani and bring another 8 years of Atiku Fulani again. We cannot. Nigeria cannot survive.
It is even the effrontery to think that you own Nigeria and you have the votes and anybody can vote for you at any time. Like, you ignore the plight of people from other parts of the country. They don't matter. Thank
and
you.
he's not even sure. He's not even sure that he'll be on the ballot. He's not sure. He's
No,
not sure.
sure. He's sure.
Yeah.
There's almost like maybe there is some sort of conversation between them and government, and they know that government will allow them to be on the ballot.
Oh, yes.
Maybe destroy Obi and then will allow you to be on the ballot. I don't know. I don't know what it is, because there's obviously more to this than what's going on right now.
ADC has 3 presidential candidates. They have copied. So who knows what is going to be the outcome of the supposing INEC succeeds and ADC is proscribed or whatever. How is it going to run? The problem was that what they planned against Obi didn't work. They wanted to cage him there, and so leave him with no option other than to pick the VP candidacy. So the thing failed because they didn't know that the person whether they do juju for, say the person himself to a native doctor. They didn't know that. If they knew that, they would have found another plan. The man is ahead. The God where they with him, where they help him. That madman where they give ambition, he still they never die. That's their growth. That's their growth. Obi didn't do.
When you go about the anger, it actually does appear that there is more to the anger than just.
There is. When you go do something, you go call you brother. You do this one in a brother. He has never opened his mouth to insult Atiku. Why is Atiku so bitter against him? Why? What did he do to him? He served him well, gave him votes in 2019. He won, according to what we hear from some other sources. Why are you so bitter? 6 times you have run. This is the 7th time. You are old. You are 80. Maybe that's official age. Because you know with
the Danjuma, I go repeat them again. The only thing we go save Atiku now, make it just of a step down. He go tell Obi say, I will support you 100%. Then Nigeria go come say, okay, may they forgive her. That be waiting we go save Atiku. If not,
I beg, let's be realistic. Flagship,
this way to a serve where they go retire up and they go disgrace up, enter house. Nigeria go retire.
Did you see what happened in their primaries? That's exactly what they're going to do in the general election. So don't even worry. You guys should better.
I don't. That one not go work for general election. No. What did they do for primaries? Not go work for general election. No.
No wahala. Mr. Obi, you're welcome. Should Mr. Flagship go before you? Are you busy?
It don't matter.
Okay.
No, it's okay. I can.
Okay, then go ahead, please. Go ahead.
Yeah, good day, everyone. Again, we've come again to our beer parlor.
Thank you, Mr. OBC.
Well, to be honest with you, yesterday I posted on the NDC platform here that. To be honest with you, I saw it as a distraction. Obi and NDC should concentrate on 2027 election. They should go all out. As I said the other day, PDP or APC came here and recruited Obama's erstwhile campaign manager. They should go all out and look for the best PR anywhere they can get it. And let that person be.
Money they cause problem now. On our way the diaspora, I don't talk before. Wait till they do. Can't you guys recruit that person and give to them to work with?
No. How do we recruit? Do we know what they want? Let that is the party platform. Is the party.
You can make research for the best PR company. Recruit, hand over. I've gotten somebody here and be the head of our obedience. You know, Satanko. You don't give on the go ahead. Say go ahead. Recruit any expert you want to recruit.
That is not how it works. It has to come from the party leadership. That's not
give
how
them
it
the
works.
resources to do it then.
You know, huh?
Give them the resources to do it. Then they don't have that resources. How would they get
Don't
the
they have
resources?
the
Not the
resources?
money. Is it not the money they're trying to gather by telling people to pay money that has caused issue here that are accusing people to be of running a criminal enterprise? How do you
No,
think the
but
money in two party? How would
anyway,
they run?
it's Nigeria. Normally, at least when we speak from our environment. Normally over here, it is the people that donate.
How many
They should
Nigerians have
open it.
donated now? That's what I'm saying. How many Nigerians have donated to it?
Let them be donate. Let them open it up for donating. Even if it's $5 over here, you can put, an old lady can put $2. Let them open it up. Let Nigerians be donating, even if it's every month. Okay, people that commit to 1,000 naira, they donate. People that commit to 500, 200, 3,000, 100,000. Let them be donating. They will get the money. Because before you know it, this is
same thing that this same what's his name now? Kenneth Okonkwo is abusing P2B. That's how he goes abroad to seek for funds.
That is the reason why they need. That's the reason why it should be ignored, and they need a PR that will do all the washing. Saudi Arabia. We all know how Saudi Arabia used to be. It was PR. It was they brought sports. They call them sports washing. Sometimes they would take American football, they take American basketball, and go over there just to make sure that the country is in front of the whole world, and that will make people to overlook whatever human rights abuses they have. Let them go all out for a good. Even if it's gonna be in Nigeria, they're gonna recruit. Let them go all out. Anytime these people come, and they shouldn't be on the defensive, let them be on the offensive. Tinubu has a lot of back. Okay, amongst all these people that came, as you guys were speaking, I was thinking, Obi is the only one that has run a successful business. Obi is the only one that was a chairman of Nigerian Stock Exchange, right? You cannot run that entity if you're not good. You cannot. So amongst all of them, he is the only one that has business pedigree. After all, when Trump was to come 2016, when he came the first time, everybody said, oh, he's an outsider, he's business, he had done business, therefore he would know how to manage the country. If this guy had run business and run it successfully, okay, managed banks, managed NSE, Nigerian Stock Exchange, I think that's what it's called, then he will be able to run the country very well. He won't be perfect because the country is messed up bad. At least if he can be able to put, as we keep saying, put the good structures in place, and God helping him if he has if he has majority of the people in the House. Because at the end of the day, even if he comes and the House and the Senate remain with APC, they will make him a lame dunk president. They will frustrate all his ideas. So top down, House of Rep, House of Senate, President, governors, if the NDC will have good number that will be able to sway the populace or sway whatever vision he has to his favor. I mean, he will be good to go. But he is a distraction. They should concentrate on the election. Election is around the corner. 8 months is tomorrow. 8 months is tomorrow. Let them concentrate on the election and do the right thing and follow this. They said na bumper to bumper. Let them follow bumper to bumper and aura for aura, as it is said over there. All right, we can't keep doing this. Tinubu has a lot of baggages. Let them go. Let them come to Chicago and dig out whatever he had in the 1990s, and let that be in the limelight. Let that be in the picture. Let people be seeing it. And for everyone out there saying they're going to die for Tinubu, if a sitting governor, we say they rather die in the hands of terrorists than Tinubu not to win, then you know that the country is in a mess. A whole sitting governor. And I have heard it. Somebody, also had come up to say it one time, that they rather let terrorists come and kill all of them, but Tinubu must rule. For what? Who is Tinubu? Is Tinubu a god? Why must we die for him because he has to rule Nigeria? Let them go all out. That's my own. Let us, first of all, bring out all the baggages of Tinubu. Tinubu has not done anything. He promised you light, he never gave you light. He's still going and borrowing all over the world. At 8 months to that was what Buhari did on the verge of his going out. Few months to his going out, he went and borrowing all over the country. Nobody has queried all those money he borrowed. What did he do with them? And the IGR in Lagos is trillions of naira. Why? When Uzodinma came, he said, why will gas companies be making gas in Nigeria, in Imo State, and then they have head offices in Lagos, paying taxes over there? Let all the let River State say, you know what, if you're making oil in my city, in my state, you have to state. That was what Saudi Arabia did. When Saudi Arabia saw that UAE, Dubai, is taking much of the businesses worldwide, they gave some of the multinationals ultimatum. If you want to do business with us, you got to move your regional head office to Saudi Arabia. And they did. So if we have, the only problem is we have both from governors and we don't have people that have balls. In this country, the senator, the House of Rep, the president, they are all equal. They are equal partners in governance. Nobody bows to the other person. But in Nigeria, it's a senator who makes the rule, who can overturn what the president does, bows to the president. So Lagos IGR cannot be what it is if they liberalize some of the, if the people making oil in rivers, in Akwa Ibom, in Delta, go and station, even if it's a small office, go and station your office over there. Let them be paying tax, and let's see how the IGR everywhere will blossom.
Thank you.
So again, NDC, let them go and recruit and follow whosoever is coming after them, bumper to bumper. That's the only way they will make headway. If they continue this way, I heard that INEC, if you go to register for PVC, they frustrate you. So how are they gonna get people that are going to vote for them?
The spokesperson, guess what? The spokesperson, one of the spokesperson they got is a spokesperson, somebody who was very much a Peter Obi, against Peter Obi, and in fact he has said a lot of bad and evil things against him. That's the person they brought us.
Oh. So how you going?
Precious, just a quick one. Precious,
no, not a quick one. Somebody has been on the line, please. Sorry, not vex.
Okay, I just wanted to ask you. Okay, finish now. I'll come back.
Now, wow.
When he finishes, I'll bring you in. Hello, good evening, and welcome, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much, Precious. It's great to have you.
You're welcome. Please remind us your name, where you're calling from.
My name is Joachim, calling from Austria.
You're welcome. It's been a while, sir. Welcome.
It's been a while. I appreciate you. To your viewers over there, I have been watching what's going on there, and I listened to your conversations. But let me just add this to many of your viewers watching the television. I always try to call once in a while. Peter Obi is a great personality. It's a fantastic personality, but I don't believe Peter Obi, Nigerian deserves him. Nigeria does not deserve Peter Obi. Nigeria is not ready for him. Now, people will say that, why am I always saying like this? People like Peter Obi comes once in a blue moon. The blood that has been shed in Nigeria.
Once in a generation person. Yep.
He's corroborating what you're saying. Go ahead, sir.
Yes, the blood that has been shed, the innocent blood that has been shed in Nigeria for a long time is hunting the country down. It's really destroying a lot of things in the country. People seem to avoid those stuff. In the 90s, in the 80s, in the early 2000s, the bloodshed is hunting the country down. You people, or let me say, we all involved in this, we seem to be having different opinions on how to make these things work. And Nigeria is ready. Peter Obi can only be installed as a president in Nigeria, not through elections. There must be that trumpet that we blow. That trumpet must blow. And the last time you were in Munich, I told you, when I was talking with you, lady, I told you that trumpet has to be blown. Nigerians are coming up quite all right. They are pulling on mess. They are going out. They are trying to do things, but you can see that the movement is very, very low. But let me make one thing very clear, because I can be able to picture myself in Peter Obi's shoes. There are times and seasons for everything. And I don't think Peter Obi will want to go through this kind of nonsense with this kind of humans in that country after these elections. What Nigerians need to do, my opinion, my personal opinion, they must blow that trumpet. We from diaspora, we must see that Lagos, Abuja, Benin, Kano, it is on fire. The government is on fire. The international community has to come in and say, oh, we have to save this nation of over 200 million, because we don't want to have these people as refugees in our country. It is a force. It's a very big force. It's going to affect Europe. Whether you like it or not, it's going to affect Europe. The next country to the next continent, so Africa, is going to affect them. They will pull out measures to try to make things come to levelity in Nigeria. Peter Obi can only be president through installment. Your INEC will not give him. Tinubu, do you see Tinubu coming to boast for your citizens over there? Do you see him talking? Can't you see the confidence in this nuisance Benin City, the governor? Can't you see what he's saying?
That's your governor. Is he not your governor, the governor of your state?
Forget that. I told you before that if I catch him, I will slap him. You will laugh.
You know fit. Okay, you know fit. No go fit talk that kind of thing about governor. How they do that kind of thing?
Now you can say now you can say now you can say I don't fit. But I want to make it very clear to you.
But you forget say they beat this former senator for Germany.
Precious.
Wait, would they prison for England now?
I want to tell you a secret. Precious, I want to tell you a secret.
Go ahead, sir.
I know most of your viewers are going to be shocked here. His cousin is my friend here.
Well, I'm not surprised about
his
that.
Cousin. His cousin is my friend here. Yeah. When I'm telling you this, I'm not joking. If I have the opportunity to come to him, I said I will slap him. You will hear it if I have the opportunity. Because you know what, I'm senior to him. When I was in Benin in the 80s, I don't think he was in secondary school. I'm senior to him. So don't underestimate that. I am senior and I'm bigger to him in anything you can think about.
The only place where you go fit slap him now for abroad, you know if you try out for Nigeria.
Thank you.
You know if you try out for Nigeria.
Let's leave this idiot. Let's leave him alone.
Yay.
Now you go to your River State. You go to your River State. You see what is going on there.
You don't reach states now. River State don't become my own.
You see which is Moses in River State. Now we have a great party. We have a beautiful party bride that is coming up that you call the NDC. Now what is happening? They want to try as much as possible to invade it. But you know the major thing is your INEC. You have not even fixed your electoral plans. You have not fixed that one. It's just your INEC, your INEC chairman, if you were to be in Nigeria at that time when you say Babangida was go, we go cash on our INEC chairman, we go pull his trousers, we go tie his hand for rope and drag him with car over Abuja. The way they did, what is his name? Well, this guy from Liberia during the 80s, I've forgotten his name, Samuel Doe. The way they did to him. You know, the first INEC chairman was gone, and he's not living he's living in bondage with Kenneth Okonkwo, trying to protect himself. You know, your new INEC chairman is here. Nigerians are looking at that beast. Can I ask you one question? What is going on with that goddamn country? It was not like this in the 80s. For God's sake. For God's sake, Obi is getting exhausted. I am a psychiatrist. I know that. I know
anyone would be exhausted. If I were him, I'll hands off I'll hands off politics totally. I couldn't even take half of what he's taking.
I will, and I would love to have that beautiful man in Zurich for a dinner. And I will shake his hand because it reminds me of my father so much. I will shake his hands. He tried. But Nigeria don't deserve him. He's a pity. He can only be installed. He can never be elected.
So how do we install him, bro?
It's deep.
How do we install him? I
Yeah.
love the question. How do we install Obi? Let's go back to the 80s. You know what we do then? What we do is that we start what we call a riot. And the kind of riot we start, and it's not with what you're having with use your SMS or what you have telephone. And then we used to have this normal telephone from the night post. Not everybody has the opportunity to die. They block the phone number, so we tap the numbers. Hello?
Go ahead. Go ahead, you're here.
Yeah, and during that period of time, so since we don't have that kind of phone numbers, what we do is that we meet in barber shop. In Igbesawa, in GRA, in first circular, second circular. We began to walk in the night with slippers. You know, during those times in GRA, we walk with slippers, we never take light. Mosquito can bite your foot and you will not feed that mosquito. The dust will not disturb you. You will meet yourself in the place.
This scholar just make me remember Babangida Must Go 1993. Babangida Must Go 1993. It just make me remember that. And I'm just remembering that era. People could come out to see Babangida Must Go.
I was a member. I
Well,
was a member
God.
of it for your information. It's not that I remember you. I was a member of it. I can open my ash now, but I was a member of it. It happened in Ubowo. We started from University of Benin, Ubowo. We took over Benin City. Now listen to me. Listen to me. When you want to do something, it is not like the way those people they are now. You know the Yahoo boys, they use telephone. You will call your guys. When you hear bah, 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 you run. Gongola Hami slapped my friend. The finger mark was in his face. The Gongola army that was sent to Benin City slapped him. The mark was in his school. He fought the policeman with the barrel. He fought him. And as he was fighting him, everybody joined. Listen to me. Listen, in Benin, police people were not wearing their uniform. Police joined us. At the end, with that uniform, they shout, Babangida must go with leaf in their hand. If you don't carry leaf in your car will be burnt.
Yeah, I know those days. Yeah.
Your car will be burnt. What is going on with Nigeria? It don't tell when I come out for 88. But what did they happen? What did they happen? Oh, Precious, make us speak English with you. Because I like you, Precious. When you were here, I told you. 101, I told you. Until Nigerians, may they not lose Peter Obi. May they not lose Peter Obi. Listen to me. May they not lose that man. Because that man not go run again. I am telling you guys the truth. The guy don't tire. I am a psychiatrist. I watch his character. I study him. The guy don't tire. He will not run again. We could not lose that man. Precious, thank you for the time.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate you. All your viewers, I appreciate you. God bless you. But we could not wake up.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you. Well done.
Precious.
Sir?
Precious, please. I need you, if you feel bring Nusa Tanko come back here again. May we sort out wait, let me finish, please. May we sort out this PRO team, whatever. May we sort them out once and for all. Because I listened to this OBC just now when they repeat that this. So may we just sort out this whole thing once and for all. May we know the direction. So if it needs to go to the head of the parties, discuss with them, then make it get back. So then let's start the process from there.
Thank you.
So that's why I would say it's better. So maybe we know the direction to go.
Thank you. Tiwa, you wanted to say something before I bring the flagship on. You were trying to react to what the last caller said.
Like I said, it's moving. It moved me rather. Yeah, because people have asked I've had people ask, what's your outlook? Why are you killing yourself for this country? They don't want to just go. Why are you spending your money, wasting money? You know how much this man would have wasted his own personal money that would have wasted, that he would have left for his family and just forget about Nigeria. People don't think about that. How can you be saying that it's because the man is desperate, is this, is that, is that? He's spending his money, his own personal money. And he knows
he's desperate, but Atiku is not desperate. Atiku has been running for since the war began. He's not desperate.
I don't understand. You keep your eyes blind to the man's profile. What kind of country is this? I don't understand.
All right. So let me talk to Flagship. And do you remember what's going on in Osun State? That the governor of the state is coming to talk about how the APC guys are shooting and killing and causing mayhem and blaming Oyetola, the president's nephew, and others for what's going on. Just election, they won't cause chaos for
Same
inside.
playbook where they use for Edo State, now they want use for Osun So. The playbook of Edo State, now they use for Osun So.
Okay. All right then. The Flagship, you're welcome. Good evening.
Good evening, Precious. How you doing?
Very well. I'm not very well, but I'll be fine.
I know. I better take cool water. Make you pour for
Okay.
body. Calm down.
It's okay. I'll be fine, sir.
TY, good evening for your, now afternoon for your side now. MC.
Well, I
Good
believe
evening,
now.
good
I think
evening,
they
Flagship. Nice
are
to have you
playing.
here again.
Mhm.
They are playing
Yeah.
FIFA friendly. Nigeria and well,
No
let me
wahala,
see.
they go watch your match, no problem. We'll yeah,
Yeah,
more
thank
play
you.
the match for Nigeria, yeah. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
I would like to start from that. I think the last video when you show, I know I log off and on a few times. That video of that lady winning the
Yes, talk about dead
about her father and her brother. Yeah. So when you see pictures like this or videos like this of how good men, brave men, strong Nigerian men and women volunteered their service to their country in hope that it will turn better for themselves, for their children, and for the children that are unborn. And you see this kind of result on how they are treated and how their last days are, and following their demise, how their families are treated by the same military and the same country. Then I start to ask the question about those when they come online, different platforms, they scream their voices and lungs out. They castigate Nigerians. They gaslight Nigerians, say now increased military might be the solution to our problem. When you see firsthand how those who have voluntarily devoted their time, left their ability to chase after the good things in life, make money, be good, enjoy life in service for country, and you gaslight the entire nation by saying that recruiting millions of Nigerians would solve your problem, when the welfare package for those who are there now is shameful, not to talk of nothing to write home about. It beats my imagination. The biggest problem we have that these people are not well taken care of. You see how they eat. You see the remunerations when they get. You see how their families are treated. And you see how they themselves are treated after they die. That their bodies are even more desecrated by the same military. It beats my imagination when I hear those people come online and make those comments, canvassing for what actually doesn't make sense in any way. Nobody go use clear eye, carry himself, go and at least say won't join this kind of force when he knows say not like this that they treat their people, until you fix the problem in the military and how they take care of their servicemen and women. I beg you, I think you are unfair, unjust, and living in la la land to think that one person will come enlist to join to fight and secure your nation. Number two, with reference to Kenneth Okonkwo, in my last time on the show, I mentioned this guy is aggrieved and he's on a rampage. And unfortunately, his loud mouth will get him in problem. And I did say that Peter Obi and possibly the NDC need to find someone that can match this guy. But I think he's stepped over his boundaries now, and he don't put leg for where landmine day. And to hear that Peter Obi they sue for 5 billion naira. I think that that's too small. We need to teach him a lesson. You know, say for our country, Nigeria, the reason why a lot of this nonsense and rascality they go on, now because there are no punishments given out. Accountability is out of the window. Nobody accounts for nothing. Nobody holds anybody responsible for their actions. So they need to make a scapegoat out of one. And I think Peter Obi needs to take this one and really teach this guy a lesson. Not because he hates him, not because he wants anything bad to happen to him, but to teach others a lesson that you cannot intentionally, purposefully want to malign someone because you feel like you are aggrieved. This is not right, and it's not commendable in any way. So I think that not only should Peter Obi sue him and anyone responsible in this malignment, the NDC as well, if their name have been dragged in the mud by these claims and allegations or bold statements by Kenneth Okonkwo, I think the NDC too should file a lawsuit in order to stop this kind of nonsense from going on. When we begin to hold ourselves accountable and serve punishment to those who are guilty, maybe we will start to get some kind of restraint in the way we act and how we display our rascality out there against ourselves. Lastly, I talked the other day, and I know say you talk saying flogging dead horse, but in my opinion, I say no, not be flogging dead horse. Maybe they are not hearing. Maybe we need to speak them in a different language. The NDC, where Peter Obi is now, need to put their act together. They need to fix whatever problems they have. Any mistake they have made, they have time, little time to correct it and come clean before the people. If they really want to pull this together and come out on the other side victorious. Now, Peter Obi's name, and I day in jeopardy at this point, not just his name alone, but the fight for every well-meaning Nigerian for a good Nigeria and a better Nigeria, now that they won't put at risk. So I think that Saraki Dixon and the party chieftains should sit down, fix this problem, so they're not going to give talking points to their opposition. We all know that the next line of action now is to tear down the NDC, and the APC, regardless of the mess they are in, will do whatever it takes. And there are people that have no shame from all we see now. They know embarrassment not in their eyes. They will do whatever it takes to drag any well-meaning person that is trying to bring justice to Nigeria and scatter that one in order for them to lay hold of Nigeria as it is. So I beg, we need to talk this in or say as much as possible so that those in the party where Peter Obi is will hear it, make the corrections, clean their act, and come bold and strong in this fight. Now, 6 months, 7 months now remain so. So there's practically no time for messing around or trying to want to play hide and seek behind closed doors. Peter Obi is asking for support financially. There's nothing wrong with it. There's absolutely
no, but he did not. There's no evidence that he did ask for support.
Well, even if he did, presidents do have campaign funds and campaign teams and committees. Party get its own. The party makes funds available for campaign. However, the candidate still has a campaign fund that they can call on the people to make contributions on. I did hear one of the panelists a minute ago to say there are people on this side of the pond when you go carry their $1, $2, $5, put inside the campaign fund because they want to support the candidate. So there's nothing wrong with it. Let them open a campaign fund and provide them to us. If 100,000 of us in the diaspora who are canvassing and in this fight for a better Nigeria, however it pans out, or that really want Peter Obi to win or the NDC to win, if we get 100,000 of us that can commit at $100, we will push it a long way between now and then. And we are ready to do it. And I know that there are over 100,000 Nigerians in the diaspora that want to see a good Nigeria, that want to see this mayhem stop, that want to see this rascality and nonsense behavior stop. Because as it affects us physically there, it is still the affect us physically here and mentally. A lot of us have to do a lot of explanation on this side of the pond for some things when they won't do. Because they either see our name and they won't know where it come from, or they hear our accent and they won't know where we come from, or somehow it shows up that we're from Nigeria. It's too much. We need this thing to turn around. So if now money the NDC problem, open up a campaign fund and let those in the diaspora begin to put whatever they can into it on a weekly base, monthly base, however they choose to do it. If we do that at 100,000, we can raise over 14 billion. And I know we can do it. If we in the diaspora collectively, they push 29, 30 billion into the Nigerian economy every year, this is a situation that's, it's like a do or die thing for us. And we have to do it if we mean well for that country. So it's not going to be, it's not good enough to say, oh, because I day here, I don't get, I don't get regularized or whatever way, so to hell with you, Nigeria, or to your tent, or Israel. No, because one day, one Chris Specific enter, wake up, enter office for you, turn the whole thing around, and where do we go to? So I beg, NDC, if they hear this one, there is no harm in asking for campaign funds. Believe you me, when the president here is campaigning, or when they are campaigning, when some election cycle going on now, and the midterms are coming up in November, people, they donate money as we talk. So, and Americans in the well, I could call it diaspora now, those that are in the diaspora are also contributing to the campaign funds of their preferred candidates here when the time comes. So if the NDC needs money, please speak out. We can make it happen.
Thank you, sir.
I am there.
Thank you so much. I hope they get any other contributions so that I can retire. It's almost 3 hours into the show. Any other person wants to say something?
Precious, yes, just to say thank you again. You can see that the reach, your people where they tune into your program, they don't increase by leaps and bounds, you know. So, and
this type of increments, they make me the shut. They talk. One, I don't tell me to on our obedience. But they can't increments to call me.
People don't tell you your blessing.
I don't want increments that will give me headache. I'm having headache already.
So are they okay? My brother Pa James give you small headache. I beg no vex. No vex.
Precious, I beg, not get Dico. I beg, we need you.
Some hard knocks, no vex. But now we did see Nigeria, and they, you know, the past, you know, it's like a child when you don't spend, when you don't do everything, you get all the resources. We're supposed to they pass the scan. Can't behave anyhow. You know, Nigeria have no business to be where it is. We have no business. Nigerians supposed to wake up like some countries. They know the work that give them the house. This the one reach certain age, you get house, job, okay. But they call Americans and all those people to come and work for us. We have no business being here. And we're suffering here. So when you see the kind of things where they happen, you say, how did we get this way? What's in here? When you see somebody maybe like say, in a correct small. This is not tribal. This is not Nigeria is not working. It's not working. It's not working. Look at the people invading us. Then they will invade us very soon. Any Nigeria will invade. Everybody just take Nigeria. If they ask, is this a country? Is this a country? It's not good. It's not good. We have to wake up. Unless this man begin to do better for the next one day when you anybody we say one he said don't indict himself. So if I don't give you likes, no, don't. This Baba is old. Let him go and rest. Please, let us speak the truth so that it will be better for everybody. That's my contribution. Thank you very much, and thank you. Yes.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you and I appreciate everyone. Anybody who I don't make vex, man, forgive me. You see, it's all for the love of the country. So in case you guys think I annoyed you, because I said what I believe is my truth based on evidence, not just my truth, it's an empirical proven truth. So if that offends you, I'm sorry, but that remains a fact. A fact is a fact. If you think I'm being partisan because I said the truth to your turn to Israel, feel free to say, because if this truth were about your candidate, I'm sure you'll not tell me I was partisan. So because it does not suit you, you may say I'm partisan, but it's also okay. I love all of them all the same. MC, you don't get anything to hear, and I don't hear finish now. You don't always
Yeah,
get
yeah.
you don't
Is that your
don't do.
Oh yeah,
Wait,
make I talk now. Make I talk. Make I.
small. Let me go.
Okay, no problem, man. Might just do my roundup so you go. So mine is just this simple. You understand? Like they always they talk. We need to live above this ethnic bigotry. So we put Nigeria first. And again, the election way they come, so make all Nigerians go out there, make they get their PVC, get ready, protect your votes. So go out there and vote. Nigeria will be better. We know. Let's put our hands together. We will get there. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone for being a part of the show. It's always a pleasure to be with you. The flagship, thank you so much. You spoke so well. Thank you so much. And God bless you. Thank you,
Yeah.
MC. Thank you, David.
Thank you.
God bless you guys. Protect your mental health, till we see tomorrow. I know see tomorrow it will be fire for fire with Dr. Catch. She fear they catch me to even do tomorrow show with Dr. Catch. I don't know as it will take me. But you will do well to join the show tomorrow evening with Dr. Catch because it promises to be an explosive conversation. I don't know if you wanted to say something. You wanted to say something too, You wanted to say something. Yeah?
We can. Open early if we can. I go back you say open early.
Make I'll open early tomorrow. No problem. No problem. All right, guys. Thank you so much. It's always a pleasure to be with you guys. Remember, protect your mental health. Don't let Nigerian situation overwhelm you or come kill you. I beg. I need you guys alive. And if you've not liked and shared this post, what are you waiting for now? Yeah, like and share now. Subscribe now. And subscribe, like, and share. Follow us like a village people. It's all for the love and good of our country. I love you guys. See you tomorrow evening. God bless you. Good night.